Alright, we are live with the 2025 MLB All-Star Game right here on District Nation. From Atlanta, Georgia, Truist Park is doing their intros right now for both teams, and here we are. Leading up to first pitch, we had that cool intro with the countdown, but we're live with some baseball. Here we go. The Washington Nationals have two players coming in, so of course we had to cover the All-Star Game, because we have a couple people here. We have James Wood, Mackenzie Gore. They're not starters, but they're in the game. So excited to see two Nationals players in the game today. At first, as they're still going over their rosters, let's go over our rosters. Let's take a look at the rosters right now. We're just going to look at the starting lineups in a second, but for now we're going to look at the reserves, if I can find them, which is really annoying. So we are going to get the MLB All-Star Game rosters up, and if you didn't see my thing before, NL has lost 3 of the last 4. They won back in 2023. And they lost it in the past other 3 games. The AL has been dominating the NL in this midseason classic. This is the biggest event in the All-Star break, and the NL is just starting on their best player, Shohei Ohtani, walking out. We'll talk about our starting lineups in a moment. But for now, let's look at the All-Star Game rosters, each position from both teams. First, let's look at the American League reserves. Alejandro Kirk, Jonathan Aranda, Alex Bregman, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Michael Garcia, Brandon Lowe, Zach McKinstry, Isaac Paredes, Jeremy Pena, Bobby Witt Jr., Randy Arozarena, Byron Buxton, Stephen Kwan, Julio Rodriguez, and Brent Rooker. Those are your AL reserves. You have those hitters. Now we're going to look at the starting pitchers. Hunter Brown, Chris Bubic, Garrett Crochet, Jacob deGrom, Max Fried, Yusei Kikuchi, Casey Mize, Drew Rasmussen, Carlos Rodon, Joe Ryan, Shane Smith, and Brian Wu. The relief pitchers are Aroldis Chapman, Carlos Estevez, Josh Hader, and Andres Munoz. Now we're going to look at the NL reserves. Hunter Goodman, Pete Alonso, Ellie De La Cruz, Brendan Donovan, Matt Olson, Unihanjo Suarez, don't know how to say that name, Corbin Carroll, Kyle Stowers, Fernando Tatis Jr., James Wood from the Nationals, and Kyle Schwarber. Then the pitchers, Andrew Abbott, Matthew Boyd, Mackenzie Gore from the Washington Nationals, Clayton Kershaw, who's the legend pick, Jacob Misiorowski, he came in late, Freddie Peralta, David Peterson, Robbie Ray, Chris Sale, Logan Webb, Zach Wheeler, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Your relief pitchers, Jason Adam, Edwin Diaz, Tyler McGill, Randy Rodriguez, Robert Suarez, and Adrian Morejon. So now, getting started with the starting lineup, starting with the American League All-Stars. Batting first at second base is going to be Gleyber Torres. Batting second in left field, Riley Green. Batting third in right field is Aaron Judge. Batting fourth and doing the catching is going to be Cal Raleigh, the Home Run Derby champion. Batting fifth, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Guerrero Jr. is playing first base. Ryan O'Hearn is hitting sixth. Hearn's the DH. Junior Camarino, the third baseman, he's hitting seventh. Javier Baez hitting eighth and doing center field today. And in the 9-hole, playing shortstop is Jacob Wilson. On the mound for the AL All-Stars is going to be Tariq Skubal, 10-3 record with a 2.23 ERA. Now we're going to look at the NL All-Stars. Leading off, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Batting second in left field is Ronald Acuna Jr. Batting third at second base is Ketel Marte. Batting fourth at first base, Freddie Freeman. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Batting sixth, the catcher, Will Smith. Batting seventh in right field, Kyle Tucker. The shortstop, Francisco Lindor, is batting eighth. And playing center field and batting ninth is Pete Crow Armstrong. On the mound for the NL All-Stars is going to be Paul Skeens with a 4.8 record and a 2.01 ERA. So those are your starting lineups for the All-Star Game. We'll be getting the first pitch in just a few minutes. We'll take a break right here just for a moment, and I'll be back. We're going to put up this countdown screen, but we're going to change it to something else. We're going to change it to Well, the national anthem just ended, and coming up next is going to be the 95th MLB All-Star Game. We're all excited for it. First pitch coming up in just a moment. Thank you to everyone who's in the stream today. Hopefully we can have a great fun stream today. So you can see that subscriber count is at 14. Hopefully we can get 1 or 2 tonight, as we have 2 viewers in tonight. Thank you so much for coming, whoever's here. Of course, 4 views throughout the day. It's going to be a fun stream. We got the MLB All-Star Game. Maybe we got a like today. 2 likes. Thank you to whoever liked the stream. Everyone's appreciated, from whoever you're watching or wherever you're watching. Thanks for coming in. If you notice, there is a different screen today for the live stream. A lot has changed about it. I am working in a meal as I do this, but we took out the logos because I didn't want to have those in. I have the ESPN screen. I have the subscriber count. I want to work in the chat. So I'll put out a post. You guys want to see the chat on the screen? We'll get those answers. And the game is about to start. Paul Skeens is going to take the mound first for the NL. And Gleyber Torres is going to hit against him, the second baseman. This is my 3rd live stream of a game, 4th total. Thank you to everyone who's been here. This weekend, I believe I may be covering the Phillies, but I want to cover the Nats. I want to cover the Nats or the Phillies. Play-by-play with JJ is taking a vacation. I do not know if I'll be calling the Phillies for him. I've talked to him about it, but I believe that it's going to end up being our game. It's going to end up being our team. We do have a couple streamers streaming the game tonight. I know Pure Drone Sports, Dr. Delay, Play-by-Play with JJ, Rhino is streaming. I'll say hi in his chat during a break, but I want to take his minimal breaks so we can call this game. Excited to call it. If anyone has any questions, you can work them into the chat. Already have 4 views, 6 views throughout the entire day, and the game hasn't even started. Thanks to everyone who's supporting us right now. And we're going to get going in just a moment. 6 views, and the game is not even started. Looks like we are going to get going now. The National League and the American League for Game 1 of a 1-game series, 1-game special. Looks like we're going to have a first pitch first, I believe. So we'll see how that goes, and then we'll get started with the top of the first. Since so many guys are streaming the All-Star Game, we don't have many people to redirect to. We're going to give the love to Rhino tonight. Anyone who comes in, you'll be redirected to Rising Rhino. We're starting in just a moment. Check out other people who are on here. I'm loving this stream I have. I'm liking being on YouTube. It's a good platform. So we're going to check out the other fun guys. And of course, Rhino is not streaming this game. He's streaming a different game. He's streaming a football or basketball. He's streaming some WNBA. They're talking about Aaron Judge a little bit. He's hitting 355. That's really good. Shohei Ohtani, 32 home runs in the NL. He's the most. And it is Rhino's calling the WNBA on his birthday. So if you're over there, give him a happy birthday. Give him some love. Give him some big love. We still have not started yet. Skeens getting ready to go. All the pitchers warming up. So we're going to take a quick break here till the top of the first. When we get back, it'll be the top of the first inning. Paul Skeens is going to take the mound. We will be back in just a moment. Feel free to use the chat. So it looks like the top of the first is about to begin between the NL and the AL. The NL serving as the home team. Looks like everyone's getting ready. If you did not know, they're wearing their normal, looks like they're doing the ad right now, but they're wearing their normal uniforms, white and gray. So the NL is wearing their normal home uniforms. So let's say someone like Lindor is wearing the Mets uniform, Woods wearing a Nats uniform. They're all wearing their home uniforms. I need to change this. So we're back on that stream. Don't want it to say I'm in a break when I'm not in a break. And this is live as it gets. I want to see what the fade looks like. But it looks like they're getting ready to play some ball. They're doing that all-star ad. So, natural home versus away game. Excited to see if NL can take this win. They have a stacked roster. I believe the Nationals, or the NL, is the better team in this matchup. Looks like Cal Raleigh might be wearing the alternate uniform. In his ad, he's wearing his alternate uniform. I believe the Seattle Mariners do have a uniform like that, but I don't know what it looks like. It looks like the fade on OBS is pretty good, which I used to stream. So everything is going okay. They did some ad of them taking photos of them like auditioning to be all-stars. Cool concept. So we've had 11 views. We have 2 viewers right now. Thanks to everyone who stopped by in the stream. Thanks to anyone and everyone. 11 views on the day. 12 views on the day. Starting to climb a little bit. Let's hit 1 extra subscriber, get to 15. Everyone you know, send it to them. Get someone new in this stream and get them to subscribe. Because we have 12 people, 12 views on the day, 2 views right now. So whoever you two are, send it to someone. Get them to subscribe. I mean, only a couple away and we're up to 4 now. Okay. Thank you to everyone who is here. We're looking good on the stats. Thanks to everyone who's locked in. Use the chat. Want to know who's in here? Use the chat. Say hello. We're getting started. Ken Rosenthal's interviewing Freddie Freeman, but we're going to get started now. Let's get another subscriber. Come on. Get people. Someone hit that subscribe button. We got to get to 15 today. It's going to be great. We'll get to 15. We had a good amount of people. Thanks to everyone who's stopping in. Even if you're having a meal or just enjoying the game here live on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a newer channel covering Washington Nationals baseball. If you don't know, District Nation. I think I'm going to cover some Wizards basketball this winter. And get into my first season of Wizards. And then this spring get back into... Don't want to turn on echo on my microphone. I do not want to do that. Get back into some Nationals baseball next spring. We're not going to cover the postseason. There's basically no chance the Nationals make the postseason unless they go undefeated for the rest of their games. So now, looks like we're going to get started here. I think Atlanta wants to get it started. And so do we. So the MasterCard thing, they're showing the kids. And it's all the people who get to wear the NL uniforms. I didn't like those uniforms. The all-star uniforms. I didn't like those. And that's a hot take, but I did not like them. Wear your home uniforms during the home run derby. Don't wear a special uniform. I like what they're doing now. Just wear the home uniforms. It's not that hard. Looks like we're going to get started. The kids are going to get to run on the field. I think they're all going to take their player's position. And they're showing the AL batting order, which we have already went through, but just to run it back. Torres leading it off at second base and Green left field. Judge hitting third. Those are your 3. And we're going to get going just a second. They're getting ready to go onto the field here in the All-Star game. $14 subscribers to get to 15. And 2 kids are waiting there for Paul Skeens. Skeens is going to sign balls for them. That's nice. Paul Skeens, possibly the best pitcher in America right now. Everyone has 2 players their position waiting for an autograph. Lindor signing one. I wonder who'd be out there if Wood were there. I'm just wondering, would anyone want James Wood's signature? As we're going to get started, this game is taking a while, to be honest, but we're going to get going with some baseball. like to see some baseball here. And it looks like my ESPN thing doesn't realize we're playing. Now it does. So, we're going to get going in just a moment. As you know, the ESPN's probably going to be a little ahead of me. I'm not live on TV. I'm watching on Fox Sports, the app. So I'm going to be behind as usual. I wasn't behind in my last stream in the Brewers game. I was not actually. So I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the actual game so I can call it with detail. So that's one of my only rules. No spoilers in the chat. And no spamming, of course. We don't want spammers. But we'll get started with sports in just a second. Paul Skeens warming up. If you did not hear, Skeens, a good season, 4-8 with a 2.01 ERA. Don't look at the record with Paul Skeens. You can't look at the record. He does not have a good offense behind him, or defense at least. He's doing well. But the stats are amazing. I mean, 2.01 ERA, 0.93 whip, a 189 opponent average, 131 strikeouts. He's been dominant. It's just the offense behind him. You can't look at that. The record is 4-8. Ignore it. I mean, if you're on a better team, he'd obviously be doing more. And our umpires, we have Dan Iasogna behind the plate, Marvin Hudson at first base, Chris Siegel at second, then Visconti at third, and there's two in the outfield I did not catch, but here we go. And if you did not use, they're using the ABS system. That's not every pitch, but the ABS system is going to be in use. Only the batter, pitcher, or catcher can initiate a challenge. Challenge must be requested immediately after the call by tapping their head. Each team has 2 challenges and retains them if successful. And this thing is ahead of me. So we're going to get going now. Gleyber Torres is going to step up this stream. The ESPN is ahead of me. So let's ignore that. Let's ignore that and get with the game. Let me call it. It's going to be a couple ahead. I understand that. I'm deeply sorry, but hey, good on the viewership, actually. We've gotten 20 views throughout the night. That is looking good. As Skeens steps onto the rubber, the Pittsburgh Pirate. Wearing number 30, Skeens into the windup. The first pitch to Torres is swung on and fouled back, and that'll be strike one. And we are underway with the 2025 MLB All-Star Game from Truist Park. 387 on-base percentage for Torres, playing for the Tigers. Skeens, the big righty, into the wind. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That is high, ball one. We'll do a 1-1 now. Skeens steps back onto the rubber. His catcher is Will Smith, the Dodger. Skeens is going to go into the wind. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Inside, strike 2. It'll be a 1-2 count. If you did not know, I'm rooting for the NL in this matchup because that's where Wood and Gore are. I believe Kershaw was warming up, so I think he might take the second inning. Skeens from the left side of the rubber into the wind. His big delivery is outside, ball 2. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Powerful fastball from Paul Skeens. So it'll be a 2-2. Skeens, the NL starter, into the wind. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging. The first All-Star strikeout for Paul Skeens is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball right in there. First strikeout from him. If you didn't know the ceremonial first pitch, there was 3 of them. Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, and Andres Galarraga. Not proud that I couldn't say that. Chipper threw in a strike. That was to Matt Olson. Skeens is going to face Riley Green now. First pitch. High, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball to Riley Green. Green, a young star, hitting 284. Skeens already with a strikeout in this inning. Goes into the wind. Here's the pitch. That is called strike 1. Clip the top of the zone. It'll be a 1-1 count now. Back in the line of Skeens, the 1-1 is, he went. Check swung, and they say he went at the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. It'll be a 1-2 pitch now. Into the line. The pitch from Skeens is outside, ball 2. And we'll do a 2-2 count now. So it's going to be a 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 from Skeens. Swing and a foul down the left field line, out of play. It'll be a 2-2 again. Already with a strikeout is Skeens. He struck out Torres. Skeens. The big righty goes back into the windup, facing Green, the lefty. The pitch is outside, ball 3. And it'll be a full count, 3-2. As you know, ESPN is quite ahead of me right now. I understand that. No spoilers in the chat. Let's just enjoy the All-Star game. Skeens is going to go back into the line. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, high and inside. Swung on and missed at the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Second strikeout for Skeens. That was high and inside. Another strikeout swing. If this is the only day that Skeens is going to have, let it rip. 2 strikeouts. Did not have any strikeouts last year when he started the All-Star game, everyone. I mean, we weren't disappointed. But he didn't get that opportunity. So he's going to face Aaron Judge. The first pitch is right in there, called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count. 335 for Judge average-wise. The next closest is 332. He's first place. 462 with the on-base percentage. Skeens. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman is right there. It's Marte. He'll fire it over to first. And that's a 4-3 ground out for Aaron Judge in a 1-2-3 inning. For Paul Skeens, and he'll shake Dan Iasogna's hand, the home plate umpire. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Paul Skeens here in the top of the first. AL0, NL coming up. A 1-2-3 inning, and now the NL is going to hit against Tariq Skubal, whose record is 10-3 at the break, with a 2.23 ERA. After the 1-2-3 inning for Skeens, I don't know how Skubal's going to keep up with that. 2 strikeouts for Skeens. As you know, they're probably only going to go 1 inning. Sometimes they go 2, but that is rare, even for a starter. We wonder who's going to come next. The only thing I hope is the chance that Mackenzie Gore gets to pitch. I'd love to call that. Ohtani's going to lead off for the NL. Then it's going to be Acuna Jr. and then Ketel Marte in the 3-hole. Didn't get the chance last inning, but for the AL, we're going to look at their field. Riley Green in left field, Javier Baez in center field, Aaron Judge in right. Third base is Junior Caminero. Don't know how to say that. Jacob Wilson is at short. Gleyber Torres is at second base. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is at first. Behind the plate is Cal Raleigh, the home run derby champion. 23 views throughout the day. Thanks to everyone who's viewed, who stopped by. Thanks to everyone. Feel free to use the chat. Hit that subscribe button. You'll be able to chat immediately, too. Or 1 minute. I don't know. But 23 views throughout the night. That is pretty good. This weekend, I'm going to probably make a decision. I think it's going to be at the end of the night. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to call some Nationals baseball this weekend. Ohtani's going to lead it off. The designated hitter. He's going to face Tariq Skubal, the NL starter. So now, Skubal is going to step right back onto the rubber. He is 10-1 since April 8th with a 1.88 ERA, a .76 whip, 143 strikeouts, and only 12 walks. That's since April 8th, so it took him about a couple starts to settle in, but he's going to face the big lefty Shohei Ohtani. Skubal looks tiny compared to Ohtani. He'll go into the wind. The first pitch to him. Swung on. Fouled. Straight back. Jordan Marlins man is in the crowd. A big Marlins fan who's always on every nationally televised game. He's right behind the plate at Truist Park. Going into the wind to Skubal. Here comes the 0-1 to Skeens. Swing and a foul again. It'll be an 0-2 count. Four viewers right now. Thanks to everyone who's here. Scooble is going to go into the wind. Here comes the 0-2 to Ohtani. Low ball one. It'll be a 1-2 count now. Wow, we got a good amount of viewers with 5 in the stream right now. Thanks to everyone who's here. Feel free to use the chat. Send in your questions about the All-Star game. I'll get you guys a question in just 1 second. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Shohei Ohtani with a single up the middle gets the NL their first hit of the game here in the bottom of the first inning. That is a base knock for Shohei. And there's a runner on first. Everyone who's in the stream, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 15 tonight. We're at 14. Excited to do it. So I got your question. Who's everyone's favorite MLB player? There it is. Everyone's favorite MLB player. Put it in the chat. Enjoy. So now it's going to be Ronald Acuna Jr., the Braves, so everyone's happy to see him. And that prompt is, who is your favorite MLB player? Put your answer in. Shohei Ohtani leads away from first. Acuna, the righty, is facing Scooble, the lefty. Scooble sets the first pitch to Acuna. It's swung on fouled down the right field line. It'll be an 0-1 count. NL's getting started differently than AL. They got a base knock. Well, AL struck out their first 2 hitters. But now NL has a runner on first. It's the pitch from Scooble to Acuna. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. It'll be 0-2 count. So it's 0-2, no outs. 39 views on the day. Oh my gosh, thank you to everyone who stopped by tonight. We're at 39 views on the day. The pitch to Acuna is high, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. Thank you to everyone who has stopped by today. Thank you to everyone who's come by. 45 now. Okay. We've had 45 views. I think that's wrong. Here comes the 1-2 from Scooble to Acuna. Swinging a line drive. Actually, it's going to be a ground ball at the second baseman, and Acuna runs it out. No throw. So they're going to give him a single. That was lightly hit. Barely hit. So off the end of the bat. So now, there's going to be runners on first and second and no one out. Acuna hit that lightly. I thought it was a line drive. It was not. So now it's going to be runners on first and second with no one out after that little bloop hit. Barely to the second baseman, and now there's runners on first and second with no one out. So it's going to be Ketel Marte that Scooble faces. Ketel Marte has a taller stance now. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss. At a low fastball, it'll be an 0-1 count. 51 views. Thank you to everyone who's been in all night. It's really helpful to me. Getting those views is really helpful. Really supports me. Scooble sets. The pitch to Marte. Swinging a ground ball into right field, a base hit going down the line. Judge is going to chase after it. Ohtani will score easily from second. Judge kind of just jogged to it. Acuna is going to come around third. He will score 2. 2-0 NL in the bottom of the first inning. And they get on the board quickly here at Atlanta in the All-Star game. 2-0 NL on an RBI double by Ketel Marte. What a hit by him, putting it down the line. And that was a fair ball, not hit too hard, just hit down the right field line and kept rolling. Judge was not running very fast. It's a 2-0 game. Ohtani didn't need to hustle coming from second to home. Acuna hustled a little bit, but now it's a 2-run lead for the NL in the bottom of the first inning. With Marte on second, who you wouldn't call slow, he's got some wheels too. So it's going to be Freddie Freeman. First pitch to Freeman is outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Freeman with the Dodgers hits 312, 295 with the Braves, the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a fastball. It'll be a 1-1 count. $69 views on the day. Wow. That is definitely wrong. People have been coming in and out, just popping into the stream, and you guys have gotten me 69 views on the day total. Next pitch to Freeman is chopped to the third baseman, and he'll fire it over to first, and that's the first out of the inning. And Marte goes nowhere from second, and that's a 5-3 ground out in the first out. It's to Junior Camarino. So to bring up Manny Machado, the Padre, and it's 74 views now. 74 views on the day. That's not currently, but we have 74 views, and it's the bottom of the first inning. That's crazy to me. Skubal sets facing the open stance to Machado. The first pitch to him. Swung on, fouled, and it's off the umpire. Ugh. It's off his mask, and he'll take a walk on this foul. Yeah, let's check the cam. They're going to show it. Went directly off his mask. Ow. Went right off his mask, down the line off of it. Got some speed off of it. 79 views. Thanks to everyone who's been here. People are just popping in and out. We're at 79 views, and it's the bottom of the first inning. That's crazy to me. Thanks to everybody. I've been in 79 people's lives today. Skubal sets. He's thrown 14 pitches. The pitch to Machado. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and it'll be an 0-2 count. Skubal sets. His pitch to Machado is just low, and we're going to use the ABS system now. That was low ball one, but we're going to check the ABS system now for the first time. Excited to use this, and I'm actually very excited. We're at 85 views. That's crazy. We'll check in on that again, but 85. So here's the ABS system, and it's called strike 3, the second out of the inning. I don't think Machado liked that he was the first one that happened to, but it's going to be called strike 3, I believe. Believe it's called strike 3. Yeah, he was ready. Cal Raleigh was challenging it. Even the shortstop, Jacob Wilson, even touched his head, was saying that, yeah, that's it. Everyone knew that was a strike. I think everyone knew. So now it's a called strike 3, and it's going to be Will Smith, the catcher, with 2 outs and a runner on second for him. First pitch to Smith. It swung on and missed on an inside fastball. It'll be an 0-1 count. 2-0 game already after 3 consecutive hits by Ohtani, Acuna, and Marte. It's a 2-0 game. 93 views on the day. That's crazy. So now to be an 0-2. In fact, I didn't realize it was an 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a fastball by him. It's third out of the inning on the second strikeout for Tariq Skubal. So that is the third out of the inning, but the NL All-Stars strike first with 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave a man, so it's going to be 2-0 going in the top of the second. We'll see who the new pitcher is in just a moment. I'll check out who it is now. But you're here live on District Nation. We usually cover Nationals baseball, but we're covering the All-Star game today. I'm actually excited to cover this. It has gotten me 94 views over the day. So thanks to everyone who's been here. And I believe that we're going to end up not even redirecting tonight, because so many people are streaming this game. And then you have Rising Rhino, who started streaming a game right around the same time as us, and it was WNBA, so that's going to be shorter in the end. That's going to be much shorter. So we're going to go to the top of the second now. And the pitcher is going to be Clayton Kershaw, the legend pick by the MLB Commissioner of Baseball. He gets a legend pick. So now, 95 views. Hey, it's going to be Kershaw. He's going to come in. I only have 7 slots on my scorebook for pitchers. So I am going to end up having to use something here to track pitchers. I only have 7. And 98 views. 98 views. Have a couple people watching right now, but we officially have hit 98 views on this stream. And we've only been streaming for 45 minutes. And we've hit 98. It's probably going to go down, but 98 people have either popped in, maybe even left, but I've hit 98. I'm so excited. We're going to hit 100 tonight. I know we're going to hit 100. I don't think any of my other streams have 100. I'm going to check now, but none of them have 100. I'm at least 3 of those, but Still, 95 people have been in and out. Even that means just clicking on it and then saying heck no. I don't even care if you came in, use the chat. Feel free to hang out. But, yeah. 3 watching. Thank you so much to everyone who's been. And we hit 100. We hit 100. We hit 100. We hit 100 views. We have officially hit 100 people being in this stream. We hit 100 people, even if they didn't stay. 100 people were in here at some point in time. So I've affected 100 people's day. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to have to say something about this tomorrow in a post or even tonight, but thank you so much. We have a lot of people streaming the game right now, and you all chose me for 100 views. And it's going to be Kershaw on the mound. We're going to have to do something for the pitchers. Don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be an inning pitcher, but I did make a scorecard for this, but I went with my scorebook instead. I just enjoy using this, and we've hit 102 on the day. Pretty cool. I like this. So now it's going to be Clayton Kershaw to take the mound. He's the legend pick. Clayton Kershaw, the first pitch by Raleigh, swung on, belted down the left field line, and a sliding catch by Kyle Tucker out there in left field. That was hit down the left field line. That could have been probably a double or a triple, but an easy sliding catch by Kyle Tucker. It was the first out of the inning. Tucker made a good catch on that. Kershaw's getting some gray on his beard. We have 108 views on the day. Kershaw in the wind. Here's a pitch to Vladdy. That is called strike 1 right in there, and it'll be an 0-1 count. Herrera has 12 home runs, 46 RBIs. The pitch is low ball 1 in the dirt. It'll be a 1-1 count with 1 out on the inning after the Raleigh fly out. 109 views on the day with a few concurrent viewers. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to jump into the chat whenever. Kershaw into the wind. Here comes his 1-1 from the lefty. Swing and a miss at a slow 72-mile-an-hour curveball. It'll be a 1-2 count. I know to anyone who's in here, my stream is behind. Sorry about that. But it's baseball. Everything's behind. Here's a pitch to Vladdy. That is in the dirt, ball 2. We'll do 2-2 now with a 1 out. 110 views on the day. Pretty good. Like the way this looks. 110. Pretty good. End of the line. The 2-2 is called strike 3. Herrera Jr. knew it, and that is another strikeout. The first for Kershaw. It looks like Dave Roberts is already going to come out and take out Kershaw after a strikeout. Don't know what this is about, but I think they're just going to give him a moment. Kershaw, everyone's giving him a standing ovation. And out in the field, they're showing an ad for MLB The Show. So this is going to be the end of Clayton Kershaw. Probably his last All-Star appearance ever. Dave Roberts gives him a high five. He is done for the day after 0.2 innings. Dodgers fans, Philly fans, Braves fans, they're all going to come together. They're going to give him a standing ovation after 0.2 innings. But that just means one thing for me. That's another person taken up in the scorebook. Don't like that. Come on, Roberts. Why couldn't you have left him in? But he's getting all these high fives from Dodgers players, from all the guys on the bench. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Oh, sorry, top of the second, but we have a new pitcher coming in. We don't know who it is. I'll go on MLB. I'll find out who it is. It's going to be Adam. Jason Adam. He's going to come in. Please let him stay in longer than 0.1 innings. My scorebook's already done for. Probably just going to end up not even keeping track of pitchers at the end, because if Gore comes in, it's going to be in the 4th or 5th inning. So I'm going to take a break here quickly just for 1 second. I'll be back in a second. 122 views. Pretty good. So we'll go back to the game day play-by-play here from the 2025 All-Star Game. I do have the chat covering up the scoreboard, so I can't see what happens. I know I'm behind. I'm sorry, but that's going to be how it is. Thanks to everyone who's popped by tonight. We've had 122 views throughout the night. We have a few people watching right now. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks to everyone who's here. I'm happy to have you. Anyone's here thinking they found a stream with the game, I'm happy to talk about the game. Put something in the chat. Put your hopes in the chat. Put your bets in the chat. Jason Adams coming in. Just anything. If you're wondering, Clayton Kershaw did get a strikeout. He got taken out early. He's giving everyone like high fives. And first pitch from Jason Adams is right in there, called strike one. Adams a Padre. Didn't know how he got voted. No, or at least the coaches picked him. He's going to face Ryan O'Hearn, the lefty, Adam the righty. The pitch is outside, ball one. It'll be a 1-1 count. Oh, a 1.70 ERA for Jason Adams. That's how he got in. He's great at pitching. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Outside. Fastball, and it'll be a 1-2 count. Thanks to everyone who's been here tonight. Everyone. 125 views on the night. That's pretty good. Adams sets. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That is outside, ball two, and it'll be a 2-2 count. I like these, just the All-Star uniforms, where they're just a normal uniform. That's how it should be. Has not allowed a run in his 40 or 47 appearances. That's pretty good for Jason Adams. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive into right field. That's going to fall for a base. That's foul. Thought it was a base hit. Foul ball. We'll do 2-2 again. Happy to be live for everyone tonight. I'm really enjoying calling the All-Star Game, calling a good baseball game. We'll be back this weekend with some Nationals baseball. Able to call all 3 games. This is something I really enjoy, so happy to bring it to you. O'Hearn's using the orange or red pencil bat. Here comes the 2-2 from Adam. That is called strike 3, right on the outside corner. O'Hearn doesn't like the call, but he's not going to challenge it here. So that is a called strike 3. That'll end the top of the second inning. Adam gets a strikeout as he comes in the middle of the inning after Kershaw's relief appearance, and that's another 0 in the AL box. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. And if you're wondering, they're showing a trailer for Fantastic Four. I think I could rant on Marvel or DC for a while. We have a lot of that. Marvel, DC, I could talk about that. But this is Sports Stream. They're showing a trailer for it. I'm really excited. I did see Superman recently. Really liked it. Really liked that movie. I'm really behind seeing this stream. My thing is really behind. I'm watching it on the thing here, but I don't care. It's fun. So I'm going to step away for just a second to check my sound quality. I'll be back in the bottom of the second. Something's acting up with my screen that I'm watching the game, but I'm going to be behind here. I just want to watch it on the TV. We're going to get started here. Rodon is going to relieve Tariq Skubal. So Rodon's going to come in. I think it's starting now on my device. Yep. We're going to get started with the bottom of the second inning here in Braves County. And it looks like my sound wants to be annoying to me, but we're going to get going here. The top of the second inning. I think my mic might not be working, but here we go. Game by play-by-play. First pitch from Rodon is going to be a ball. 10-6 record with a 3.08 ERA, a 184 opponent average. Here's the pitch to Kyle Tucker. Rodon into the line to pitch. Swing, and actually no swing. Check swing. It'll be a 2-0 count. 135 views on the day. Thank you so much to everyone who's been here. 136 now. Thank you so much for people who've been in the All-Star game. Rodon, the 2-0. Swing and a foul. It'll be a 2-1. The echo function's on here, but we're not going to play with that. It's going to be a 2-1. I know a fan in the background. I'm sorry about that. Here's the pitch from Rodon. Swing and another foul. It'll be a 2-2 here. Rodon coming here in the second inning. Skubal gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. That was his line. This is going to be a 2-2 here. Rodon into the windup, the 2-2. Outside, ball 3, and it'll be a full count. No, I'm trying to be loud. I don't know about my microphone here, so I just want to make sure that I'm being as loud as I can. It'll be a 3-2 with no outs. Rodon in the line. The pitch to Tucker. Swinging a line drive right at the second baseman. He plays it off the ground. He'll fire it over to first, and that's the first out of the inning on the 4-3 ground out for Tucker. So now it's going to be Francisco Lindor. Behind Lindor is Pete Crow Armstrong. .260, 19 home runs for Lindor. There's Rodon into the line, the first pitch. Swing and a foul. It'll be an 0-1. .137 views on the day, thanks to everyone who stopped by. We're looking good here. I'm actually really enjoying calling this game. So Rodon is going to go into the wind. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a fly ball foul. It'll be an 0-2. Once again, the Marlins man is at the game. True Nationals fans will know who the Marlins man is, and Marlins fans. Baseball fans in general will know the Marlins man. Everyone knows the Marlins man. It's going to be to Lindor is low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. I'm worried about my microphone here. It'll be a 1-2, the pitch. Is low and outside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. I didn't say before, we're using the ABS system in this All-Star game today. It'll be a 2-2. Swing and a miss on a low fastball. First strikeout for Rodon here in the top of the second, and the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong. 2 outs. Pete Crow Armstrong is going to hit. Tucker and Pete Crow Armstrong are the first Cubs outfield duo to start the All-Star game since 1936. Rodon in the line. The first pitch to Crow Armstrong is low and outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Happy to call this game tonight here in this Atlanta game on YouTube. It's Rodon into the line, the 1-0. Swing and a line drive into right field down the line. That'll be a base hit. Down into the corner. Judge chases after it. Pete Crow Armstrong is going to hustle into second, and he's got a double here in the bottom of the second inning. That's a double into right field, and now there's a runner on second with 2 outs. Pete Crow Armstrong really hustled that one to first and then just kind of jogged to second. So now, runner on second with 2 outs. Good hit from Pete Crow Armstrong. So now the top of the lineup comes up, and I believe it's going to be Shohei again. And it will be. That's Rodon. The pitch from him. And that is a check swing, strike one. It'll be an 0-1 count. Ohtani, 1-for-1 with a single. He scored in that inning, along with Acuna as well. Rodon sets at the belt. He delivers, and that is outside ball one. It'll be a 1-1 count. Many people call this Braves County. Me as an Nats fan, I like the Braves field. I like all the NL East teams in general. As Rodon sets. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That is low, ball two, and it'll be a 2-1 count. 2-1 with 2 outs and a runner on second. Ohtani 5 starts, 9 innings over that time. Good for him. Rodon sets. Here comes the 2-1. Swinging a fly ball. Deep right field, and that is foul. Certainly had home run distance on a hanging curveball. Ohtani crushed it. And Ohtani's laughing about it here. Same with Rodon, but that was absolutely smacked. And it went foul, so it's not 4-0. It's a 2-2 count. Rodon sets. The 2-2 is grounded right at the first baseman, Herrera Jr., and he'll tag the bag for the third out of the inning. So Ohtani crushed the ball, but now he's going to get nothing out of it as we go to the top of the third now. On a 3 unassisted, the NL get 1 hit. They'll leave a man. So that'll end the day for Rodon probably as well. As we go to the top of the third now, it's still 2-0. And we have 145 views throughout the day. I remember when I was happy to get 82, and then we hit 100, and we just kept going from there. Thanks to everyone who stopped by for a little bit. Enjoying everybody here. As we continue talking. Just give me 1 second, we'll continue. Leading it off will be Junior Camarino. So stream schedule. Looking quickly, I believe I'm going to end up calling the Nats game. It's this Friday at 6:45. Excited to call it for you guys. I believe I'm call that. There's a small chance I call Phillies Angels. Then we have another 6:45 game. Saturday, I'll be able to call that, and then 1:35 on Sunday. I'll be able to call the full series, and then we got the Phillies, or the Red Series. I'll be back and for that one too. If you've seen my stream schedule on my channel, I've scheduled those 3, but I believe I'm going to call the Padres as well. This is what I enjoy, and I'm going to do it. Rising Rhino gave me advice, call all the Nats games. And play-by-play with JJ said, don't tell you no. Don't let people tell you no. I'm going to push. I believe that we can be a good channel. Call some Nationals baseball. And this All-Star game, of course. We got some good ball here. And if you are looking to start a channel like this, I recommend OBS as your streaming platform. It's the app that you use. I've enjoyed it. It's user-friendly. You'll get used to it quickly. Not too complicated. You can connect a mic. It'll automatically connect to it. You can connect it to YouTube very easily. You can make your streams in OBS, or you can make them in the YouTube website through YouTube Studio, but very easy to use. Doesn't matter how I use it. I can enjoy it and make streaming fun and easy. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just enjoy OBS. If you're looking for an easier interface like Thomas Fitzpatrick uses, this is all stuff that PAS told me. He said, just use StreamYard. If you're really looking to be easy with it, just face cam in one picture, one piece of media, use that. I use this because it's free and I can show more than just one thing, and I can also show GIFs. I can show text, I can show all that, and I can have the chat up here as well. I personally enjoy OBS, but if you're also looking at StreamYard, you can bring up your messages. So anything you want to use, you can use. It's up to you if you're looking to start a channel. Or you can just enjoy listening to baseball. I want to take that step because I enjoy baseball in general. So now we'll go to the top of the third. 2-0 NL. First pitch to Camarino is swung on, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit. On a nice little easy grounder up the middle. That'll be a base hit for Camarino. Just on easy grounder up the middle. There's a runner on first with no outs. So it's going to be Logan Webb now here in the top of the third. I don't know why I'm writing Logan in my scorebook. It's Webb. So it's going to be Javi Baez now. It's a hit. Here's the first pitch to Baez. Swing and a miss from Logan Webb. His name is satisfying. I don't know why. I just like saying it. Here's Baez hitting against Webb. The pitch. Low and inside, ball one. It'll be a 1-1 count. 152 views on the day. Thanks so much for everyone who stopped by. It's probably going to go down when I repost the video, when it just becomes a video. But for now, thanks for stopping by, enjoying some baseball with me. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It'll be a 1-2 count. 1-2, no outs. We'll get Adam's stat line in just 1 second. Here's a pitch from Webb. Swing and a grounder, foul, and it'll be another 1-2 pitch. Adam, 0.1 innings, no runs, no hits, no walks, and 1 strikeout in the 1 batter he faced. And now Webb has a runner on first after that base hit by the home run contestant Junior Camarino. The pitch to Baez. Outside, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. I'm excited to see some newer players, but it's going to be annoying with the scorebook when all those guys come out. It'll be another 2-2. Swing and a grounder. This one's going to be at the third baseman. He will fire it over to first, Machado, and gets a running Baez on the 5-3. Camarino exits up to second. Camarino's going to give a hug to Ketel Marte over there. So now it's going to be a runner on second with 1 out. Thanks to everyone who's here. I'm enjoying calling baseball. Looks like Dave Roberts is going to make a substitution. He's going to come on the field to do it. Don't know who it's going to be. We'll check on MLB. And it looks like Alonso is going to come in for Freeman. So that's going to be the first change of the game. It's going to be Freddie Freeman's going to take his day. Everyone's going to give him an ovation. He'll tip his cap to everybody as Alonso's going to come in. I assume he's going to take Freeman's spot in the batting order. That'd be really annoying if he didn't. I would actually be pretty annoyed about that. I would lose my cool if that were the case. First pitch to Wilson. He puts it into the gap. Center field and left field are running over, and it's going to be Kyle Tucker to make the catch for the second out of the inning now. So that's a fly out to left field for the second out of the inning. So it's 2 outs now, and the top of the lineup is going to come up now. So the pitch is going to be a 1 count now. So no 1. Here comes the pitch from Webb, and that is in the dirt, and he swings and misses through it. It'll be an 0-2 count now. 0-2. Webb. He checks his signs. He comes set. It's going to be an 0-2 pitch. Here comes the pitch. Soon to ground ball right at the first baseman, Alonso, and he'll take it himself, and that's a 3 unassisted for Gleyber Torres here on the top of the third, and that'll end the top of the third inning. They get a knock, and they leave a man just like the NL did in their last inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third here from Truist Park in the All-Star game. Be back in just a second. I will be back before the start of the inning. Just want to get something done here as we go to top of the third inning, 2-0. We've had 157 viewers. I love this. in just a moment from the top of the third inning. We'll check out who the new pitcher for the AL is going to be. Should have the game day up at all times. I think that should just be a thing for me so I can check it out. It's going to be Woo. Brian Woo is going to come in for the AL. So we go to the bottom of the third. And it is 2-0. NL has a lead. Hopefully NL can get this win. I am an NL fan in this game today because the Nationals, they're NL. We'll look at the stat line for Rodon in just a moment. So I get it ready. So look at it. 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. And now it's going to be Brian Woo. $14 subscribers. We haven't gotten ones yet, but I'm just proud of the fact that I've had 157 views. 157 views is really cool, in my opinion. It's cooler than getting like 20 subscribers. I've had 157 people in here. So now it's going to be Ronald Acuna Jr. for his second at-bat of the game. A couple viewers right now. Thanks to everyone who's here right now, enjoying baseball with me tonight. Here from Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. End of the line. The first pitch from Woo is a called strike on a check swing from Acuna, but it'll be a called one, so it'll be a no-1 count. Going to check the lineup here, see where Alonso is inserted into the batting order. He's going to be in Freeman's spot. As Woo, small righty, wearing some red, white, and blue cleats. The pitch to Acuna Jr. Swung on and missed at a fastball, and it'll be an 0-2 count. So we'll do 0-2 now. So now, it'll be an 0-2. Woo, into the wind. Here's the pitch. That is outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. Woo goes right back into the wind. The pitch to Acuna. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball. And that's the first strikeout for Woo. Here in the bottom of the third inning. So now, it's going to be Ketel Marte hitting the 3-hole. First pitch to Marte. Swinging a ground ball right at the second baseman, and he'll make an easy throw over to first for the second out of the inning, retiring Marte on the 4-3 ground out. So now there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. We're going to go to the top of the fourth in just a moment. Hopefully, actually the Nationals can get... Oh, some stat on Wilson, but hopefully the Nationals can get in the game coming into the fourth inning with the left fielder, so I'm assuming he's going to sub in for Acuna Jr., who just hit. Jacob Wilson, the first fan-voted shortstop, who's a rookie for the All-Star game, and it's going to be Pete to hit now. Pete Alonso. Woo comes set. Woo is going to go right back into the wind. Here's the pitch to Alonso. That is inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count to Alonso. Steady 158 views. Loving that people are here tonight for this All-Star game. Woo is going to go right back into the wind. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is down low, ball 2, and it'll be a 2-0 count. So, Woo is going to go into a slow delivery. He brings his hands up and then goes into it. The 2-0 pitch to Alonso. Swung on, hit right at the first baseman, and it is a line out for Pete Alonso on that 2-0 count. It's going to be a 1-2 inning for Brian Woo, a 1-2-3 inning. And we will go to the top of the fourth now. And there's 0 in the column, the 5th of the day for both teams. We're going to take a quick break here. Actually, I think we might stay right here and talk a little bit. There's going to be some substitutions here, I assume. You can only assume, but I believe there's going to be some substitutions. So watch. I assume there is. So David Peterson's going to come in for Webb, though. So we'll get that in the book real quickly. He'll come in for the 4th inning. We've already used 5 of our 7 slots, and it's the 4th inning. I'm not going to be able to keep track of the pitchers for much longer. I'm not liking this. I'd rather keep track of the pitchers. It's kind of annoying when I don't in my head, but I'll be able to keep track of it on MLB.com. So Peterson, the Met, is going to come in. I'm assuming PAS over in his stream is happy. A few Mets have come into the game. So you have Lindor, who started. Then you also had Peterson coming in now, and you have Alonso in now. I'd be happy if some National got to play. Peterson came in. I can only assume that Woods and Gore are going to get to play. Yeah. I don't think play-by-play with JJ's happy, though. Turner's not an all-star. I'm not happy about that. Former Nat. Turner should be an all-star. So we are getting a substitution here. Fernando Tatis Jr. is going to come in for Acuna Jr., who was in... What? I had right field. Oh, yeah. Tucker was in left field. So, Tatis Jr. is going to come in for Acuna Jr. So you have a Acuna Jr. coming in, and looks like we are going to get a few substitutions, I assume. But the first one's going to be Tatis. So we'll go to the top of the 4th here in the All-Star game. If you're a big fan of baseball, this is a big game. This is a fun one, in fact. I need to check here quickly how I sub in this. So we're going to get ready for the top of the 4th. Peterson warming up. We're live here. District Nation calling some All-Star baseball. So we're going to get going with the top of the 4th here. 164 views. What a night, in fact. 161 people have come in tonight. Stop by. Good night. First pitch from Peterson is outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. It's better when I'm not watching it on TV. I have it up on a device. That's much easier to me. Peterson in the line. The 1-0. It's a called strike 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. He's 6-4 with a 3.06 ERA. First selection for him. Tatis is the only substitution right now. Into the line. The pitch from Peterson is swing and a miss. And it'll be a 1-2 count. Can't find my pen right now. There we go. So Peterson's in the line. The 1-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. And it's another strikeout for the NL team on the field. Good day for them in the strikeout column. Everyone but Webb has had a strikeout now. That was swinging. That's the first out of the inning. So it's going to be Judge for another at-bat. So we're going to all get 2. I assume they're going to start subbing in people in the bottom of the 4th inning, hitting-wise. So Riley Green was the one who struck out. So it's going to be Judge who grounded out. First pitch from Peterson is right in there, called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count. This is good baseball compared to what I watched. I saw 2 big losses. I'm enjoying this 2-0 game. It's the pitch to Judge, and that is ball 1 down low. It'll be a 1-1 count. The pitch from Peterson. Swinging a foul back, and it'll be a 1-2. Highest average since 2022 quickly. Luis Ariz, Judge is 2nd, and Freeman is 3rd. Very spread out throughout the leagues. 2 ALs and an NL. As I mentioned, we'll have this Friday more baseball for the teams. The pitch from Peterson. Shooting a ground ball at the shortstop. Lindor ranges over and he'll fire it over to first. That's a ground out for Judge. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. This Friday we'll be right back at it with MLB baseball between the Washington Nationals and the San Diego Padres. I believe that's the game I'm going to be calling. Into the wind, the first pitch from Peterson is a called strike one. It'll be an 0-1 count immediately. We are still at 14 on the night, but we have 164 views. Loving this. Here's the 0-1 from Peterson. Swinging a line drive into right center field. That's going to plug the gap and be a base hit. Tatis will run over and grab it. Raleigh will take a big turnaround first, but stop there. So it's a long single for Raleigh. There's 2 outs here. Top of the 4th. I was rooting for Cal Raleigh during the home run derby. Not rooting for him now, though, in this game. I was rooting for Wood in the beginning. Then Wood did not do well, so I thought, might as well root for Raleigh. His brother was catching him, which was pretty cool. His dad was throwing to him. Thought that was cool, so I rooted for him. And he's the home run derby champ, so he probably had the best chance of winning. Peterson sets. Here's the first pitch to Herrero, and it's lined into right center field. That's a base hit over the jump of Marte. Raleigh will hustle to third. The throw-in from Crow Armstrong will get to Lindor, and he hustles first to third, and it's a base hit for Herrero Jr. So now it's 2 outs and runners on the corners with 2 outs. Or he said 2 outs. So back-to-back singles brings that in. Probably going to get some substitutions in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Ahern. Swinging a ground ball right at Peterson. He nabs it and he'll run it over to first for a 3-1 ground out. So Peterson, coming out of the bullpen, gets the outs after giving up 2 hits and leaving 2 runs. He does not give up any runs. It is still 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. So it's 2-0. We'll see who comes in next. Surprised a Met did that well. I am not a Mets fan. But good for him. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, see some of the changes that they make. Thanks for tuning into District Nation for the game tonight. I had my first live District Nation show yesterday. Rhino stopped by. He was in the chat. I'll have a couple more of those throughout the season. And then, come fall, winter, we'll start some Wizards basketball. Getting into that, I'm not really a Wizards fan. I've called some other teams. Well, not called them. I've watched other games. I'm going to call that Wizards basketball and maybe even some college basketball. So go to the bottom of the 4th. Looks like there's going to be some changes. So Joe Ryan is going to come in for Brian Wu first off. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Wu, he had a quick inning with 1 strikeout, no hits, no runs, and no walks on a 1-2-3 inning. So now, we'll see any other changes that are made for the AL or NL. It's going to be Machado to lead it off for the NL. There's only 2 changes made so far. It's almost like spring training with all the changes. But that's the All-Star game for you. Into the wind from Ryan. First pitch to Machado is hit in the air. It's going to go foul territory and out of play. So it'll be an 0-1 count. $167 views over the day. Don't know if we'll hit 200 tonight. But this is the All-Star game, so a lot happens. So now, into the line is Ryan. The pitch to Machado. Swing and a miss. So it'll be an 0-2 count. Into the wind. Here comes the pitch to Machado. Outside in the dirt, ball one. It'll be a 1-2 count. So it's a 1-2 to Big Machado, the pitch. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball. And it is a strikeout for Joe Ryan's first one of the day. It's a lot of strikeouts in this game. So can't technically bring up my MLB All-Star Game stream yet on the views, but I know I have like 300 some. The pitch to Will Smith is popped up on the infield and shallow outfield, running out as the second baseman, and the second baseman will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Second base, that is Gleyber Torres. So 2 outs now. August 30th, Ohio State and Texas. College football comes back. Not going to be covering college football too much. I might think about it. I'm going to watch some football, get into it a little bit more, then we'll talk. We'll talk about it. I don't know what will happen. I want to do that, get some more sports in there, but basketball and baseball are going to be my 2 big ones. First pitch to Kyle Tucker is fouled down the left field line and out of play. We'll do an 0-1 count. We have 338 views total on the stream, but right now we have 168 in this video. Tucker is going to work against Joe Ryan with an 0-1. The pitch to Tucker is high and outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. On deck is Francisco Lindor, the shortstop. Next pitch to Tucker. He check swings. They're going to say no. So to be a 2-1 count. 2 outs. Kyle Tucker here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A 2-0 game for the NL. The pitch to Tucker. Swing and a miss. A strikeout. So it is the second strikeout for Joe Ryan. He gets a quick 1-2-3 inning. Wait. He tipped it or something. It's not over yet. It's going to be a 2-2 now. Didn't know it wasn't, but here is the pitch. And that is called strike 3 on a low and inside fastball. Thought it was swinging, but it's called strike 3. That'll be the second strikeout for Joe Ryan of Kyle Tucker. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. And another 0 put up. So through 4 innings, it's 2-0 NL. We'll go to the top of the 5th, and I'm going to take a break here real quickly. top of the fifth, and they're doing the stand up to cancer thing for MLB. Always want to acknowledge stand up to cancer. You stand up for different people, and you can put someone. All the players have someone to stand up for. Even the broadcasters. So everyone will stand. Everyone has someone there. It's nice to see them supporting cancer like this. So now, we will go to the top of the fifth inning. Let's see if there's any other changes here going into the top of the fifth. No one so far. Camarino is going to come up for the AL. So we're just going to be quiet here as they're doing the stand up for cancer. I think they're just going to go through everyone, so I'll stay quiet for just a second. Hot second here of quiet. Everyone has it. It's always great. Always great. Thanks to everyone who's in the stream today. I've had 169 views throughout the day. Great stream. Really enjoying, really appreciate all the support you guys give. All the fans, everyone who subscribed. You're big. I remember I will always have you guys there. 14 subscribers right now. You guys are big. You guys are a big part of my life. And just want to acknowledge that. We've been streaming for an hour and a half now as we go to the top of the fifth inning. Looking through some different streams right now just to hang out, and I'm just gonna take a second here. I'll be back in a moment. So as we go to the top of the fifth inning here, the game's not started yet. But now, the biggest thing, Mackenzie Gore is coming in for the Nationals here. For the National League, Mackenzie Gore is going to get to take the mound here. It's going to be exciting to call this. I'll go through the other changes as we go. But Mackenzie Gore is going to take the mound for the National League here. We'll get Peterson's stats. He gave up 2 hits. No runs. No walks and a K for him. But now Mackenzie Gore is going to take the mound here in the top of the fifth inning. We'll see how he does. So we go to the top of the fifth. As we have some time, I'm going to go through the other ones. So Corbin Carroll's going to come in here in the 7th. We'll do these as we get ready. It's going to be Mackenzie Gore. We know Mackenzie Gore very well here in the District Nation. The MLB Speedway Classic, that's looking fun. I think I will take a break from Nationals to call that game, because it's probably going to be on Fox or MLB, something nationally televised, so I will watch that. As we're going through, Carroll came in. Goodman is now catching, hitting 6th. So it's going to be Mackenzie Gore. Here we go. Excited to see him take the mound. And Eugenio Suarez is going to take over at third base, playing 5th, and Mackenzie Gore is going to take the mound. Here we go. Mackenzie Gore, 4-8 record with a 3.02, a 1.20 whip, 138 strikeouts. This is his first All-Star appearance. Here we go here in the top of the 5th inning. Excited to see him take the mound. Here we go. Gore, the lefties, going in the wind. His first pitch to Camarino. Swing and a foul back. It'll be an 0-1 count. We'll get through the rest of the substitutions as we go. Gore into the wind. Here's another 0-1. Swing and a foul on the outside pitch. It'll be an 0-2. I'll get through the other substitutions. I want to call this right now. Put all my focus to this. Gore into the line, the 0-2. Swinging a grounder right at the shortstop. It's Lindor, and he'll fire it over to first. Easy throw, and that's a 6-3 ground out to start the outing of Mackenzie Gore. Here in the top of the 5th. One easy out here. And now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. We'll see if there's a pinch hit or anything. The Yankees manager is the manager because they made it to the World Series. And Pete Crow Armstrong with a knock. He'll come up, and it's going to be someone else. Wait, that's not right. I'm behind on the scorebook, and that's inside ball 1. I did exactly what I thought I'd do. I started scoring it on the NL side. Sorry. So it's Camarino grounded. The 0-1 to Baez. And that is low and inside ball 2. It'll be a 2-0 count. I knew I was going to do that, scoring it on the other person too. Kind of annoyed that I did that. Into the line, the pitch from him is swung on, ground to the shortstop Lindor. He ranges over and makes a firing throw over, and Lindor threw it over. Alonso might have come off the bag, but that's a second out from Mackenzie Gore on a 6-3 ground out. That made him back up a little bit and fired over to first, and Alonso picked it out of the ground. And that is the second out of the inning. So there's 2 outs now. As Mackenzie Gore's on the mound. And it's going to be Jacob Wilson to hit now. I don't want to see how this result ends. And Brendan Donovan is hitting third now. First pitch to Wilson is low and inside ball 1. Brendan Donovan is coming in for Ketel Marte. Second base now. Here's the pitch, and that is called strike 1 right in there, and it'll be a 1-1 count. So Wilson is going to do a 1-1. He's going to do an ABS challenge here for that called strike 1. Everyone's enjoying that, and that was a ball, not touching at all, so to be a 2-0 count. So now, here's the 2-0. Swinging a ground ball right at the shortstop Lindor. Again, he's going to fire it over to first, and that's a 6-3 ground out. 3 consecutive 6-3 ground outs. That'll end the top of the 5th inning. Mackenzie Gore goes 1-2-3 in his All-Star debut. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's still NL2, AL nothing. And we'll take a break here real quickly as we get ready for some substitutions. But we'll take a break. Well, I was on the be back in a moment. That entire inning, that was not good, but we're sorry that I did that. I'm going to go back here. I'll be back in just a moment. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth here. We've gotten caught up on some substitutions, but it's going to be Drew Rasmussen. I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't know how you do. But he's going to be pitching for the AL wearing the Rays blue uniforms. First pitch to Lindor. It's high ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. Don't know how to say his name, but I'll avoid saying it too much, because I don't want to say a name wrong the entire time. So we're in the bottom of the fifth. 0 for 1, Lindor. Here's the pitch from Rasmussen. Swing! Check swing. I think that was a swing. They say he did go, so it'll be a 1-1 count here. So we'll get Ryan's stats here as Rasmussen comes set. It's the AL nothing, NL 2. The pitch to Franny Lindor. Swing and a curveball swung on and missed. 1 inning for Joe Ryan. No hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. It is 1-2-3 inning. They're extremely shifted on Lindor to pull it here to the right side of the field. Oh, and I do not want to forget to change this since I brought that in, but we're back on this stream. It's going to be 1-2, Lindor. Steps back up to the plate. Rasmussen sets. Rasmussen, I think that's it. The pitch to Lindor. It's high and outside. Ball 2. It'll be a 2-2 count. So it looks like some big substitutions for the AL. We'll get through that as we go through the game. I'm still finishing up the ones from the other end. It's a fly out to center field, and it's going to be caught by a Rosarena, and I assume that Rosarena is playing center field. We'll get through the substitutions as we go, but Randy Rosarena is in right field, so it's going to be a fly out to right for Francisco Lindor in his second at-bat. So that's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. We'll see who's in for him. So it's going to be Crow Armstrong for second at-bat. Rasmussen sets. Here's the pitch to Crow Armstrong. Outside ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. We're going to get through some substitutions as we go. Rasmussen sets. Here's the pitch to PCA. And that is high ball 2. It'll be a 2-0 count. Rasmussen sets. Here comes the pitch to Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss. And a fastball right in there. It'll be a 2-1. So Witt Jr.'s in. Buxton's going to be in center field. The 2-1. Rasmussen sets the belt. Here comes the pitch to PCA. So going to fly ball on the infield, going out to the shallow outfield. Shortstop and left fielder coming in. And it's going to be a play for the left fielder. It's a fly out to left field, and it'll be a 7 fly out. So there's 2 outs, and it's going to be Shohei. And it's going to be Schwarber coming in for Shohei as a pinch hitter. Here. Schwarber's going to pinch hit here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So he pinch hits for Ohtani, the lefty. Rasmussen sets. Here comes the pitch to Schwarber. That is inside with a curveball. Strike 1. It'll be an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch to Schwarber. Swing and a foul back. It'll be an 0-2 count. I'm going to get all these substitutions in the mid of the 5th and 6th, which will come up in just a moment. I'm going to do that then, and then we can actually focus on it. And we're at 189 viewers. Thank you so much for everyone who's been here. We're so close to 200. We will get there. Here's the pitch to Schwarber. The pitch is flied out to deep center field. It'll be an easy play for Byron Buxton, and he will make the catch. So that is the 3rd out of the inning. And now we will go to the top of the 6th inning. So it's another 0 in the book for the NL. So now we're going to get going with the subs. We'll look through these, and I'll talk about them as I go. And I forgot to change it, didn't I? I didn't. I didn't forget to change the background. We remembered it this time. So we'll go through lineup Judge. Judge is coming in for Green, but Judge. So Green and then Judge. And Rosarena is going to come in for Judge in the field in the 5th. Just kind of filling these in. And then Raleigh. Did anyone come in for Raleigh? Nope. And then Aranda came in for Herrero. And O'Hearn. Did anyone come in for O'Hearn? No one for Camarino. No one for Baez. Got Buxton. So that's the end of the substitutions for now. So we'll probably have some more as we go. So Chisholm is going to lead it off in the top of the 6th inning for the AL. And we're getting ready to go here in the top of the 6th inning. And coming in is going to be the Reds pitcher Andrew Abbott here in the 6th. Gore had 1 inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. But it's going to be Abbott now. So after this inning, I'll have to stop keeping track of the pitchers for the NL. I'm not going to have room. So this will be the last pitcher I keep track of. It's a really hard game to keep score of. So just give me a second and we're going to call the top of the 6th here in just one moment. The mic did pick that up, I know. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. Here we go. I would check in on other games, but this is the only game going on. We can look at the stream schedule, which we've done a couple times. But this is live. MLB All-Star Game. And I'm still on that screen, aren't I? I'm not, in fact. I was just really behind, and we'll go to the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Chisholm is fouled down the right field line. It's going to be an 0-1 count. We're so close to 200 views. We're 193. Let's get to 200. So it's going to be an 0-1. Here's the pitch from Abbott to Chisholm, and that is outside ball 1. Not many changes now. It's basically the same as it was. Looks like there actually is going to be some changes. We'll get in those in a second. Here's the pitch to Chisholm, and that is high, ball 2. Ellie De La Cruz is going to come in for Lindor. It's just a quick change here in the 6th. It's going to be a 3-1 as Abbott. It's going to be a 3-1 to pitch. Swing and a miss. Do a fastball at 95 in the top part of the zone. It'll be a full count. And then Stowers is going to go to center field. And here is a hit, a pitch and a swing, and it's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And it'll be an easy catch for Corbin Carroll for the first out of the inning here in the top of the 6th inning. So that's Chisholm flying out for the first out for Andrew Abbott. We're into the top of the 6th inning in a 2-0 pitchers matchup all-star game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul off of Riley Green, who's still in the game. We're at Truist Park here for the MLB All-Star Game, the Mid-Season Classic. Into the wind, the pitch from Abbott. And that is high, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. We're live here in Atlanta, Georgia, bringing some all-star baseball. 195 views. We are so close to 200. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Shallow right center field. Carroll comes in. He'll make an easy second catch. So there's 2 outs here in the bottom, top of the 6th. Coming at the end of the 6th will be the Hank Aaron tribute. That'll be cool. We're at 195. Send this to anyone you know. Hopefully we can get some views, get some likes, get the 1 sub of the night. Hopefully we can get all that. We've gotten 2 likes on the stream. We have 2 people watching now. Thanks to anyone who's here, anyone and everyone. If you've enjoyed baseball. Here's the pitch to a Rosarena. That is a called strike 1 on the outside corner, and it'll be an 0-1 count. So Rosarena hitting in Aaron Judge's spot. Pitch to Rosarena. It's high and outside. Ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. I think my scoreboard is glitching. So it says it's the top of the 6th, and it is the top of the. It is the top of the 6th, actually. I don't know what it's doing. It says Lindor lined out. No, it's not what happened. Here's a swing and a drive by Rosarena right back to the pitcher, and he'll flip it up to first, and that's a 3-1 ground out for Randy Rosarena to end the top of the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, another 0 in the book. This time for Andrew Abbott as we go to the bottom of the 6th. We're at 196 views. We have a few viewers right now. Thank you. Please get into the chat. Do whatever you want. Be in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Make it 15. Make that button change. So go to the bottom of 6th. I don't even know what's happening with ESPN. I'll reload it just to make sure. That's all I can really do. There we go. We're just going to refresh ESPN here. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. And I don't want the opportunity to listen to it. What we're going to do is go to box score, because I know that's better. So we're going to go there instead. Here on ESPN. We are 198 views. We are so close to 200 on the day. Just 2 more people to come in, and we will be at 200. That's going to be cool, hitting 200 for the first time in a video. That's going to be really cool to me. It's going to be Tatis, then Donovan, and then Alonso here. In the bottom of the 6th inning. We are 198. Have a few people in the chat. Thank you to everyone who's been here, all 198 of the viewers who have come in. And the All-Star Game voting is open, so you can vote on the MVP. I personally am voting for Mackenzie Gore. If you want to vote the same as me. Just give me a second here. Bottom of the 6th is soon to be underway. We'll check on any substitutions that are made. Looks like the rest of the AL is going to be subbed out. The last 3 guys who are a few people are going to be subbed out. And Bubik is going to come in for Rasmussen. It's going to be Chris Bubik. See, the AL has been organized about it. They've gone 1 pitcher an inning. Wait, echo, I know. They've gone 1 pitcher an inning. And they've each gone 1 inning. And that's organized. I'll be able to get 7 innings worth of pitchers here. On the other hand, that is not what the NL has done. AL's been organized. The NL's not. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. They're doing an advertisement for MLB Shop. I personally might shop on this after. Get myself some sort of Nationals gear for District Nation. So it's going to be Fernando Tatis. First pitch is inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Thanks you to everyone who's been here. We're going to check here, see if we hit 200, and we hit 200. We hit 200. We officially hit 200. The pitch is called strike 1 right in there. It'll be a 1-1. This looks like my stream is okay. It's saying that it's not responding, but that's okay. It's looking okay for now. The pitch. See, come set. It's a 1-1. The pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2. It'll be a 2-1 count. Looks like everything's responding. Don't know what's wrong with it. Just give me a second here. Here's the pitch, and that one is low and inside. So it'll be a 3-1 count. 3-1 no outs to Tatis. We're going to get those subs in just a moment. It's going to be a 3-1. Here's the pitch from Tatis. Swing and a miss. So it'll be a full count now to Tatis. 3-time All-Star for Tatis Jr. 2021 NL home run leader, 2-time Silver Slugger. 2023 Gold Glove winner. 203 views, by the way. Here's the pitch to Tatis. That is high, ball 4, and Tatis draws a walk, the first one of the day. So now it's going to be Brendan Donovan. 203 views is pretty good. We're getting all this here. Right. Looks like the video's working. It seems to be working right now, so I'm going to go with it. So there's going to be a runner on first. We're going to get some substitutions in between each pitch. I'm going to try to work it in. Here's the pitch and it's a stolen base for him. Donovan looked at a ball inside, and Tatis stole. So that was not the first ball. I was distracted. It's going to be a 2-0 count. But Tatis swipes a bag in the All-Star game. So now there's a runner on second, no one out, and a 2-1 count. Buick sets at the belt. He pitches to Brendan Donovan. Swinging a grounder, foul, and it'll be a 2-1 count. We are at 204 views right now. Thank you so much to everyone. Looking good on the view side. Really enjoying this. As it's going to be a 2-1. Bubick sets. Here comes the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, and it's played by Bobby Witt Jr. The throw is not in time. Bobby Witt Jr. tried to make a jump throw on it. It was over. And that's going to be a base hit. Hopefully that's a base hit. I think they're going to call it a base hit. We'll check it. And they are going to give him a single to put a runner on third. So now it's runners on first and third with no one out. So hitting now is going to be Pete Alonso. The first pitch to him is way inside, ball 1. Steven Kwan is now in left field. He's hitting second. And the other substitution is Kirk. Alejandro Kirk is now batting fourth and playing catcher. Here comes the 1-0 to Alonso. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Going back, and that one is gone! Can't believe I'm saying this, but watch it fly, Pete Alonso. I just made a home run call for a Met. I don't really care. It's 5-0 NL in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pete Alonso with an All-Star Game home run. The last person I wanted to hit a home run today. But he does with an opposite field home run, 367 feet, 100 off the bat. Watch it fly. It's 5-0 NL. He got all of that pitch and took it opposite field. I thought it was foul when I first saw it, but that's a 3-run bomb, and it is 5-0. I came into this thinking that the NL would need to score runs, and that's exactly what they did today. They're going to score some runs today. The first pitch to Suarez is inside, ball 1. So it's a 5-0 game, and Alonso has a home run. The 1-0 to Suarez is swung on, grounded foul, and it'll be a 1-1 count. Yeah. AL has won the last 3 because they've had better offensive players and pitchers, but they don't have as strong pitchers this time, and the NL does. The AL has probably a less talented roster than the NL does. The pitcher to Suarez swung on, line right at the second baseman, Chisholm, and he'll make an easy throw over to first, and that's a 4-3 ground out for Suarez, the third baseman, who came in for Machado. So they're interviewing Alonso here, but Kirk is the last substitution for the AL. I just wanted to get that into my book. The entire field has changed now, but Alonso, it's a 3-run home run. It's 5-0. No one in the chat right now, but 205 views. Pretty good. I'm liking the viewership right now. And it looks like Bubick is going to come out of the game here, only going 0.2 innings, and there are perfect 1-inning streaks over. We're going to get a new pitcher here. So I'll check who it is for you. It's going to be Mize. It's going to be Casey Mize in now. here in the 6th inning. This is the last pitcher I'll be able to keep track of. And that's kind of a relief. Don't really have to keep track of them in this All-Star game. So for Bubic, 0.2 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs. All 3 of them earned a walk and no strikeouts in his inning cut early All-Star appearance after 3 runs and getting a ground out. Actually, only 0.1 innings. He only got 1 out. And the next will face Goodman. It's going to be a Colorado Rocky, Hunter Goodman, hitting here in the bottom of the 6th inning in a 5-0 game. I'm actually questioning who I'm going to redirect to tonight. Don't really have many people to redirect. I'm assuming a couple people will stop by in the end. That's usually when people come. It's really annoying me, this dock, so I'm just going to move the control panel. I'll check that every so often to check the views. Just bring it back. I can see the views here. We have 205 views on the day. Probably not going to hit 300. We're on the bottom of the 6th inning. We almost had 100 by like the top of the 2nd inning, which was really interesting to me. I want to check the WNBA game that Rhino is calling right now. We'll check on that game. So, Rising Rhino, he's calling the Fever and Connecticut Sun. Never watched a WNBA game. He told me yesterday when I was streaming it's interesting. I mean, that's a good way to put it. Looks like it's 80-73, and Rhino's wearing a Lakers uniform. Fever have the lead, so I'm going to stop by and say hi in just a moment. It is the 4th quarter. The pitch to Goodman is fouled back. It'll be an 0-1 count. So now it's going to be Casey Mize. The pitch to Goodman. Swinging a fly ball. Shallow center field. Running in is the center fielder Buxton. He'll make an easy catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So now to be Corbin Carroll. So now, Hank Aaron tribute's going to come at the end of the 6th, so it might be a little break in between the 6th and the 7th. We'll take a break then. First pitch to Carroll's fouled. It'll be an 0-1. It's been 0-1 to Carroll, who's clean shaven now. I like the mustache, to be honest. That was my preferred Carroll setting. That's also on the rookie card I have of him. So it's going to be an 0-1. The wind, the 0-1 from Mize is in the dirt ball, 1 inside. 80-75 now in that Fever Sun game. We're just kind of following along. We are baseball streamers here, but we're going to be calling some Wizards this winter. I do have a few complications in the winter. I have stuff to do, but I'm going to call some Wizards games. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it'll be a 1-2 with 2 outs. Probably during the year, I'm only going to call Fridays and Saturday nights because I have school. Probably going to end up calling Fridays and Saturdays. It's going to be a 1-2 count. Swinging a fly ball. Deep right center field, way back, and that one is gone. Corbin Carroll with a solo home run. 6-0 NL. Watch it fly, Corbin Carroll. And that's a home run for him. A big fly. So that is a 6-0 NL lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning on a big fly that he can watch for Corbin Carroll. In the bottom of the 6th inning at 6-0 as he subbed in for Kyle Tucker. But it's a 6-0 game now. Deep fly ball. Got every piece of it. He knew it was gone. Big fly for him, and the Diamondbacks mascot is there. He points up. First pitch is going to be to Ellie De La Cruz, and he swings and misses at a high fastball. But a big fly for Corbin Carroll makes it 6-0. Here's the pitch to Ellie, and that is high, ball 1. They're going high to him. It'll be a 1-1. So it'll be 1-1, 2 outs in a 6-0 game. Mize on the line. The pitch to Cruz. Swing and a miss at low. 4-seamer at 89 miles an hour. So it will be a 1-2 with 2 outs. Ellie's a big shortstop. Here's the pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout for Mize. It ended with a strikeout, but they put 4 on the board. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, the NL All-Stars take a 6-0 lead on 2 big flies in 1 inning for 2 watch-it flies from Pete Alonso and Corbin Carroll. It is 6-0 NL. We will take a break here and be back in the top of the 7th inning. There's going to be a Hank Aaron tribute, but we'll be back at the top of the 7th inning with some more baseball. So just finishing up the Hank Aaron tribute here as we go to the top of the 7th. It is 6-0 NL with a huge lead after 2 big home runs from Pete Alonso with a 3-run home run, and then Corbin Carroll with a solo home run. 6-0. Good day for them. So go back after the break. We are ready to go, as there might be some substitutions here. I don't know. Looks like there's not going to be, as we're going to the top of the 7th inning. They're still doing some Hank Aaron stuff, I think. No longer does say Beeb there after the break. I think I changed it. Be able to see it on my stream as it changes. Yeah, it's a fade. 14 subscribers. We have had quite a few viewers today in today's stream. Thank you to everyone who has come. 212 views on the day. Pretty good day. We got a few viewers right now. So I asked a question earlier, didn't get anything, but who's everyone's favorite in the game so far? Like right now in today's game, who's everyone's favorite? That's a good question for everybody. I just said hi in Rhino's stream. He's covering some WNBA basketball. Mic is on. I was worried it wasn't on. Got a couple people here as we go to the top of the 7th. 212 views. We're going to go ahead and look at the Nationals' upcoming schedule here. They'll be at home for a nice homestand. They'll start by playing San Diego, and then they play Cincinnati, and then they leave and go to Minnesota and Houston for a West Coast swim. And then at the beginning of August, they come back and play the Brewers and the Athletics at home. Then they go to San Francisco. They play the Mets a couple times during the week. I might be able to call those, don't know. I'm going to be able to call a lot this summer and early in the year. And during the weekends, I'll always be able to call the games, because they're also afternoon, so I can call those. As we go to the top of the 7th. Got a few viewers right now. Feel free to use the chat. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. 213 views on the day. I'm liking this. I like the way this is swinging. As we get ready for the top of the 7th inning. Excited to see how they do here. The NL and the AL. There's some good bobbleheads here. The Jacob Young bobblehead I'm quite excited for. That's a good bobblehead for the Nationals. And they're still doing stuff for Hank Aaron. Big man for him. He was a good guy. He got the Lifetime Achievement Award from Baseball Digest, a magazine that I like to read. So we go to the top of the 7th. Leading it off is going to be Alejandro Kirk, the catcher for the AL. Looks like we are going to get a few replacements, and Adrian Morejon is going to take the mound. Morejon, the pitch to Kirk. Swinging a line drive into center field. That's going to be a base hit for Alejandro Kirk immediately on the first pitch. We are done tracking pitchers now. It's hard to do. So we're in the top of the 7th inning now. 6-0 game. Morejon is on the mound. Not going to be able to track his stats, but we'll track the game still. We're here. Might as well do that. Olsen's going to play for Alonso now. Into the 7th in the field. First pitch is high, ball 1 to Aranda. Hitting in the 5-hole. Aranda is now first base. He's from the Rays. Here's the pitch to Jonathan Aranda, and that is high, ball 2. It'll be a 2-0 count now. Big all-star game here. It's my first big game really called. Excited to call a game like this where it's big and we get 214 views instead of just a Nats game, which I really enjoy calling though. So here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball to Morejon, who's hitting 214. Or 324, sorry. I don't know why I said 214. But 324. Yeah, because it's the views. 324 average. Big for him. Over 91 games. Big average. Here's the pitch from Morejon. And that is high, ball 3. It'll be a 3-1 count. You're in the top of the 7th inning. Having a good game here, scoring some runs now. for this All-Star Game week. Had some fun stuff. We had the draft, and we had the Home Run Derby yesterday. The Fox game this Saturday is going to be Boston and Chicago. The 3-1 is called strike 2. It'll be a full count now. 215 views now. Pretty good. We're getting quite a few people. Here's the 3-2 pitch to him. And that is ball 4, high and inside. And now there's runners on first and second with no one out. First and second after the walk. It's going to be O'Hearn. Looks like it will be O'Hearn still. O'Hearn's going to still do it. After the walk, now Kirk is on second. And looks like Morejon might be done. Roberts is going to come out and talk to him. He might be done after walking a guy and giving up a hit. Looks like he will be done. Brent Rooker is going to hit for Ryan O'Hearn. Looks like in the DH position. So we'll see who comes in next on the mound. I think all scorebooks have basically run out of pitchers by this point, but it's going to be Randy Rodriguez on the mound. There's a pitching change. Just give me a minute right here. We'll take a break and be back for the rest of the top of the 7th. As we go to the top of the 7th here, there's going to be Randy Rodriguez coming in for the NL. So we're going to change back to game day play-by-play. I've been using that ad break thing. Take breaks I won't be using as much as the All-Star game, so it's a little bit different. It's going to be top of the 7th. Brent Rooker is going to be the pinch hitter here. Top of the 7th inning for this All-Star game. If you're wondering, we are going to be calling the National Series this weekend. Back home, I believe. I'm going to end up calling that this weekend. So Brent Rooker, who competed in the Home Run Derby, is going to step in now. He sets the first pitch to Rooker. It is outside, ball 1. He took a check swung, but they're not going to appeal, so it's a 1-0 count. Randy Rodriguez, an 0.86 ERA, 171 average against him. First All-Star selection, having a good season. He sets and goes. And it is a called strike 1. Actually, it's a ball. That looks like a strike to me, but it's going to be a 2-0 count. Kirk leads away from second, Aranda on first. Rooker, the big righty, facing Rodriguez, the smaller righty, the pitch. So a fly ball. Deep right field. To the tracks, the left fielder. He can only watch it. A 3-run home run. Watch it fly. Brent Rooker. A 3-run home run. And it's now the NL6, AL3. American League gets on the board. I guess I'm doing my home run call for both teams. Watch it fly. Brent Rooker, 407 feet, 105 off the bat. It is a 3-run bomb. And it is 6-3 now. And looks like Rising Rhino is here. He just in time for the home run call. What up, Rising Rhino? It is 6-3 now. Thanks for stopping by. So you just saw Brent Rooker hit a 3-run home run. Randy Rodriguez is one of his first pitches. And Brent Rooker teed off, showed some of the power, and one of the reasons that he is in the home run derby. I think that him being here is one of the biggest reasons he's in the home run derby. It's the fact that he can do that. Thanks to Rhino for showing up. Because now it's going to be Garcia. First pitch to him is outside, ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. Thanks to the Rhino for coming in. Looks like they were going to talk to Brent Rooker. You have to talk to the guy who hit a home run. The pitch to him is outside, ball two. It'll be a 2-0. Thanks to Rhino for showing up. He liked the stream. So he comes set. Rodriguez sets. Here's the pitch to Garcia. That is high, ball three. It'll be a 3-1 count. But now it's 6-3 after the 3-run bomb by Rooker. Rooker was in the home run derby. So it's going to be 6-3. They've cut the lead in half. Top fan is Rising Rhino. The 3-1 to Garcia is called strike two right in there, and it'll be a full count. 219 views on the day. So it's going to be a full count. The pitch to Garcia is a curveball, ball four, and that's a walk. So after the 3-run bomb, Randy Rodriguez goes ahead and walks Garcia to bring up Byron Buxton with no one out and a runner on first. So it's going to be Byron Buxton. Rooker crushed that ball to left center field over 400 feet, and he cut the lead down to 3 from 6 in half. What a day for him. What a day for him. Here's the pitch to Buxton. That is inside, ball one. It'll be a 1-0 count. So it's going to be a 1-0 count to Buxton. As Rodriguez set at the belt. He delivers. Swinging a fly ball. Deep left field, down the line, and the left fielder will go over and get it. It's Kyle Stowers out there. He'll make an easy catch on it. Thought that one might have flown a little bit. That's the first out in the top of the 7th inning. Some people here. Thanks to everyone who's in the chat today. We got 220 views, but of course Rhino is in the chat. So thanks to Rising Rhino. If you love football, check out Rising Rhino. It's going to be Bobby Witt Jr. The first pitch from Rodriguez is inside, ball one. Runner goes. The throw is way off into center field, and the runner, Garcia, is going to go ahead and go to third on that throw. Not a good throw. And now Garcia will end up at third. So now Michael Garcia is going to end up at third. I think they're going to give him a steal, and then just an error. So now runner on third with 1 out off the throw by Goodman was not good. Here's the pitch from Rodriguez. It is called strike one. It'll be a 2-1 count. Stowers is in left field now. Rodriguez sets. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and it'll be a 2-2. $221 views on the day. We have a few viewers in. Be sure to say in the chat, show some love. And it'll be a 2-2. The pitch to Witt. Swing. And a ground ball up the middle of the second baseman. Donovan will throw it over to first. And he gets an out, but that's an RBI ground out for Bobby Witt Jr. So it's 6-4, and it still holds the lead on the 6-3 ground out that makes it 6-4. So now it's 2 outs. And now it's going to be the top of the lineup in Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here in the top of the 7th. We've run out of pitcher spots, so I'm just kind of calling the game and scoring it more. So it's going to be Chisholm. Came in the field back in the 5th. He flew out. Here's the pitch to him. Swinging a line drive right off the first baseman. Deflects off of him. He will not make a play, and it's probably going to be a single that deflected off the first baseman, Olson. Olson's at first now. It's going to probably be a single that deflected off of Olsen. Yep, and it's going to be a single to the first baseman. So, there is a runner on first with 2 outs in the top of the 7th of the All-Star game. That was hit hard. It smoked at him, and Olsen tried to play it, could not play it correctly. So that's a base hit. So we're going to give him a hit. That's what they officially scored it. Chisholm putting on his sliding mitt. He takes his lead away from first. Got the 4 umpires with ump camps are Marvin Hudson, Chris Siegel, Jansen Visconti, and Dan Iasoga. They all 4 have ump cams today. Looks like Randy Rodriguez is going to be done now, so we're going to get another pitcher. That's like their 8th or 9th pitcher. I don't even know. Stop doing that. But AL is fighting back. It's going to be 6-4 as we continue. The top of the 7th, we'll be back with the new pitcher right here in just a second. I got to take a break here real quickly. So we continue the top of the 7th inning. It is 6-4 now. AL is fighting back. They have a 4-run inning here going in the top of the 7th inning. And it's going to be Stephen Kwan to get his first at-bat. I've run out of pitcher spots, so I'm just kind of scoring the game as it goes. Anyone who is watching and new here, welcome to District Nation. Be sure to like and subscribe. 3 likes on the day. Thank you to everyone who's hit that like button and that subscribe button. I've not gained any subscribers, but we've gained 222 views, which is really cool to me. I think that's important to me that 222 people have at least chosen to click on the video. That's cool to me. We'll be streaming again this Friday. I'm going to make some banners tonight for it. We'll be streaming again. First pitch to Stephen Kwan is flied from Tyler McGill, and it's a foul ball. I believe that's Tyler McGill, or it could be Trevor or someone else. It's Trevor McGill, not Tyler McGill. So it's going to be an 0-1 count to Stephen Kwan, 285 average, 6 home runs. McGill, the big righty, sets and deals. That's a ball. It'll be a 1-1 count. So it'll be a 1-1 count with 2 outs. The pitch to Kwan. That's a check swing. They'll appeal. They say yes. It'll be a 1-2 count. Once again, this Friday we'll be streaming Padres and Nationals. I'm not going to stream the Phillies game. Instead, I'm just going to do some Padres balls. And then we got this Fred series. I believe I can do all 3. The pitch to Kwan. Swung on, grounded right at the third baseman. They were in a shift. Fired over to first, and that's a 5-3 ground out to end the inning. 8 hitters come up for the AL. They get 3 hits on 4 runs, all 4 of them earned on an error. And AL leaves a man, and now it is 6-4. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Rooker hit a home run. And that's the big power show, is Rooker's home run. And then, of course, the RBI ground out for Bobby Witt Jr. It's 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning right here on District Nation. We'll go to the bottom 7th. We'll see who is pitching. It's going to be Carlos Estevez of the Royals coming in for the AL as we go to the bottom 7th. We'll take a short break right here. I do want to stay here, so instead I'm going to go through Friday matchups. We're going to go through those real quickly. We're going to give some love to the other teams. With the Friday, July 18th matchups, we'll be live for one of them. It's going to be the Nationals and Padres at 6:45. At 2:20 p.m., be the Cubs and the Red Sox. The Pirates and the White Sox at 6:40 p.m. 6:45 is going to be the Angels and Phillies. 7:07 p.m. is going to be the Giants and Blue Jays. The Reds and Mets will face off. That game's going to be at 7:10. The Athletics and Guardians will face off also at 7:10. At 7:10 as well is going to be the Royals and Marlins. 7:15 is going to be the Yankees and the Braves. 7:35 p.m. will be the Orioles and Rays. At 8:05 p.m. the Tigers and the Rangers will face off. Twins and Rockies will play at 8:40. At 9:40 p.m. will be the Cardinals and D-backs. 10:10 p.m. will be the Astros and Mariners. And the last game of the night is going to be the Brewers and the Dodgers. 10:10 p.m. We have a few starters' names. No one for the Padres and the Nationals yet. Giolito versus Ray. I don't know what you pronounce that. But that's going to be it for the All-Star break games. Excited to see you all for the 6:45 game between the Padres and the Nationals. Hopefully you all can pull up, enjoy some baseball right here on the District Nation. I believe I'll be able to do all 3 Reds games. I might only be able to do the 12 one. I don't know. Depends. I should be able to do all 3, though. They're at 6:30 p.m. Yep, we got the All-Star game right now, and then this Friday, have the Nationals and Padres. I posted today, not today, but I am working on the second game after opening day 2025 of editing it and calling it. That'll be posted, but I'm focusing more on the live streams right now of play-by-play. These banners, had some help with them this time, but I like the way they look now. Yeah, that I know I might not be able to do all the 3 Reds games. They're scheduled, but I might not be able to do all 3. I wanted to put them so we know the schedule. I don't know, though. I'm like 10% sure I'll be able to do all 3. I am 99.99999% sure I'll be able to do the noon game. And I'll be able to do the Padres games this weekend. And I'll be able to do the Twins games this weekend because they're all so late. I'll stay up to do them. Excited to call those. Currently live, just looking at my channel. We're currently live. 14 subscribers still. Be sure to send this to people you know. Tell them to hit that subscribe button. It's going to be Stowers to lead off against Carlos Estevez. And Brent Rooker is going to remain as the designated hitter as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Yep. We put some hashtags on today's stream. So maybe that's how people found today's video, but we have a good amount of people tonight. We had a good amount of people. We'll check out. We've been checking it out all night, but right now we're staying steady at 222 on that viewer screen. Thanks to everyone who tuned in tonight. It's the bottom of the 7th. I wonder if James Wood is going to get his at bat. Abrams got his chance, or excuse me, Gore got his chance. Hopefully we'll be able to stream another episode of Live District Nation show at some point. That might be the substitute for one of the Reds games. Might not be able to do my conflicts sometimes during the week. Surprising this setup has worked with 2 devices instead of the TV and the device. I like this more. It's a little behind, but it works. Might have a couple more people this Friday as there's going to be less people streaming. I am newer, so I understand I'm not going to have thousands of viewers every time. But it's cool to have 222 on one video. That's really interesting to me, and it's 224 now. I think that's really cool. Here's the first pitch, and it's a foul ball down the right field line off of Estevez for Stowers. So it's going to be an 0-1 count. Carlos Estevez, 25 out of his 30 save appearances with the 2.36. It's going to be an 0-1 as Estevez comes set. Here comes the 0-1 to Stowers, and that is a high ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. Looks like both the managers are mic'd up. That's an interesting pair. The Yankees manager and the Dodgers manager are mic'd up. The pitcher, Estevez. Swing and a miss, and it'll be a 1-2 count. We've got a pretty good design. I'm liking this new layout for streams. I like this more than the old one. The 1-2 to Stowers. Swing and a miss, and it's going to be a strikeout of Kyle Stowers, the Marlins All-Star. That's the first strikeout for Estevez here in the bottom of the 7th inning. $224 views throughout the entire night. We've talked about that, but big day. Schwarber, DH, is going to step up. He subbed in for Ohtani. First pitch is outside and high, ball 1. Schwarber, the sole representative of the Phillies. I believe he's the sole representative. He's going to do a 1-0 count. Estevez comes set. Here comes the pitch to Schwarber. That is low, ball 2. It'll be a 2-0 count off a 96-mile-an-hour changeup. So it'll be a 2-0 count. Schwarber facing Estevez. The two managers look like they're in a heated argument. They're just talking. So it's going to be a 2-0. The pitch to Schwarber. That is low, ball 3. It'll be a 3-0 count. So it's 3-0 with a 1 out after the strikeout. So it's 3-0. Estevez comes set the pitch. And that is right in there. Called strike 1. It'll be a 3-1. Dave Roberts is the 6th Dodger manager to manage the NL All-Star team. Interesting fact. It'll be a 3-1 to Schwarber. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back, and if Schwarber catches it with his bat. So it'll be a full count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. If you're into the All-Star game, if you're here because of the All-Star game, we have another stream this Friday between the Nationals and the Padres. Tune in for some more baseball talk. It'll be less dead zone. Here's the pitch, and that is outside, ball 4. And a walk for Kyle Schwarber with a 1 out, gets him on base. So it's going to be 1 out, and that brings up Fernando Tatis Jr. Looking on MLB, doesn't look like there's any subs or anything, and it looks like, yep, nothing. And it's going to be Tatis to hit now with his open stance. First pitch to him. Swing and a foul down the right field line and out of play. It'll be an 0-1 count. Tatis wearing a green arm sleeve on his right arm. He had a walk, a run, and a stolen base. The pitch to him. Called strike 2, and it'll be an 0-2. It's a game I've been waiting to call. Made this design a few days ago. Excited to call this All-Star game. Been excited to do it. It'll be an 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is another strikeout for Estevez. His second one, and that's the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Brendan Donovan in the 3-hole. It looks like it will be Donovan. Getting ready to go to the 8th. Here from Truist Park in the All-Star game. It will be Brendan Donovan. The pitch to him. Swing and a foul down the right field line. It'll be an 0-1 count. Estevez is coming set at the belt. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing a ground ball, foul down the right field line again. It'll be an 0-2. Estevez will come set again. 0-2, 2 outs. He has 2 strikeouts. Looks like a lot of Yankees coaches are there. And some players who look like they're scoring the game, which is actually interesting. Because I love scoring too, and I love playing the game too. But sometimes you just like scoring it. The 0-2. That is down low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. So it'll be 1-2, 2 outs, runner on first. The pitch is low, ball 2. So it'll be a 2-2 count now. Next year, the All-Star game will be in Philadelphia. Interesting for them. I think the MVP based off this game will probably be Alonso for his home run. Swinging a fly ball by Brendan Donovan. That'll drop for a base hit in a center field. Buxton will pick it up. Schwarber will stay at second, and Brendan Donovan has a hit during the All-Star game. So 2 out and knock will bring up Matt Olson. He'll tip his cap as the Braves fans are happy to see him in the All-Star game. With runners on first and second, he has a chance to drive in a run here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Maybe get the NL up by a little bit more. Estevez sets the first pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Foul and out of play. Matt Olson went to Parkview High School near Atlanta. Comes the 0-1 to Olson. Swing and a miss at the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Right in the zone. It'll be an 0-2 count. It's getting to a late game here. 10:45 p.m. from DC time. And Chipper Jones is at the game. He's a 2018 Hall of Fame inductee. 19 seasons with the Braves. He is at the game, sitting close to the field. He deserves it. It'll be an 0-2. The pitch to Olson is called strike 3. And that is a strike out the side for Carlos Estevez. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, we'll go to the top of the 8th after Estevez strikes out the side. He gives up a hit, walks a man, leaves 2. As we go to the top of the 8th inning in a 6-4 All-Star game. Another 0 in the book as we go to the bottom of the 8th or top of the 8th inning between the AL and NL All-Stars. 6-4 game. We'll look at any of the changes the field makes. Looks like Mizrowski is going to come in. Mizrowski, the young guy who was replaced. Just give me a moment here. We'll be back here in the top of the 8th inning right here on District Nation. First pitch to a Rosarena from Jacob Misrowski is right in there with a called strike one. So to be an 0-1. Misrowski sets. Comes the next pitch to a Rosarena. That is high ball one with an 102 strike ball, excuse me. No changes in the field here in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the 1-1 to a Rosarena. That is down low, ball 2. It'll be a 2-1. Been streaming for 2 hours and 52 minutes. Good stream. So it's going to be a 2-1. Misrowski set at the belt. Here's his pitch to a Rosarena. High ball 3 with an 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and it'll be a 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 to a Rosarena. Swing and a fly ball foul. It'll be a 3-2. In case you're wondering, August 2nd at 7 p.m. is the MLB Speedway Classic. Just in case you're wondering and want to tune in, we might score that. Might stream that, depending on the circumstance. Here comes the pitch to a Rosarena. Swinging a fly ball. Deep left center field. Way back, going back as center fielder. Carroll at the wall, at the track, and he'll make the catch on the wall. A Rosarena crushed that. I thought it was gone, but it's caught at the track by Carroll for the first out of the inning. So first down, and now we go to Alejandro Kirk, the catcher. So Kirk had a hit. He had a bloop single. Just the pitch from Misrowski. First delivery. Swinging a fly ball fouled on the right field line as Kirk got jammed by the 102-mile-an-hour fastball. It'll be an 0-1. We will probably not be able to call the MLB Speedway Classic, actually, because there's a 4:05 Nats game that day. It'll be an 0-1. Just a pitch to Kirk. Swinging a foul ball right off of Kirk's leg, and it'll be an 0-2. So to be an 0-2 with a 1 out. As Misrowski set at the belt. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a foul straight back, and it'll be 0-2 again. Sound's cutting in and out a little bit. I'm sorry about that. So to be an 0-2, the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. That'll be under it, and Tatis makes an easy catch for the second out of the inning to bring up Aranda with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 8th inning. $226 views on the day. Thanks to everyone who stopped by today. Having a great day. Good day today, view-wise, and now it's going to be Aranda again for the Rays. Misrowski sets. Here's the first pitch to Aranda, and it is right in there with a 101-mile-an-hour curveball. That's interesting. 101 curveball. You don't see that a lot. So it's going to be 0-1 now. Here's the pitch, and that is low, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. 226 views. That's great. Love that we got all these people watching Nationals baseball. It'll be a 1-1. Swinging a line drive down the left field line. Foul. It'll be a 1-2. It's not really watching. It's more like old-fashioned radio play-by-play. I like thinking of it that way because my 2 idols in the play-by-play area are Charlie Slows and Dave Jagler for the Nationals. They are the reason I got into this, and this is my dream, and they made it happen. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball at the second baseman, diving play, and he misses it. into right field, and Tatis will play it. Another hit. First hit for Aranda, and the Herrero had a hit there too, but in the first base position. But that's a knock. Into right field for a base hit. Now 2 outs with a runner on first, and Brent Rooker up. Earlier I stopped by PAS's stream and said hi to him. PAS is streaming this same game. 227 views. Thank you so much. Mizrowski sets. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Being 0-1 on the 99-mile-an-hour changeup. Mizrowski sitting in the high 90s, low 100s. Rhino was in the chat earlier, thanks to him. Mizrowski set at the belt. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a foul down the left field line, out of play, and it'll be an 0-2. I'm using a microphone right now. I might switch to headphones to make this a little bit easier and use this microphone for podcasting. But I do love this microphone. Really easy. So to be an 0-2 with 2 outs, Mizrowski sets. Here is the pitch. That is high and outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-2 count. Mizrowski sets. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball, deep right center field. Tatis going back, just shy of the track, and he makes an easy catch. So the AL get a knock. They leave a man, and now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is still AL 4, NL 6 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pete Alonso struck out last time, and Suarez is going to come out there showing Alonso highlights. Thought he was going to hit. But now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. NL 6, AL 4. We'll be back in the bottom of the 8th, and maybe a little shorter so I can talk about what's going to happen in the subs. Just give me a moment. Bottom of the 8th inning, or bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch to Suarez is way inside. Ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Shane Smith is now in from the White Sox, a 3-7 record with a 4.26. First pitch is called strike one. It'll be a 1-1 count. So it'll be a 1-1, no outs. Bottom of the 8th inning, Smith from the White Sox. The pitch is down low, ball 2. It'll be a 2-1. I just Googled this. October 21, 2025 will be the start of the NBA season. We'll be calling some NBA basketball. It's July, but might as well get ready for that. Start designing my banners. The pitch is inside, and it hits Suarez. Got him on the hand. Oof, this is not what you like to see in the All-Star game. And looks like they're going to give him a hit by pitch. So he's going to go on to first. They're going to have a trainer and Dave Roberts come out. You don't want to see this in the All-Star game. Never want to see this in one of these special games like this. Never what you want to see when they get injured in this type of stuff. So we're going to talk about some NBA basketball in between this inning, but it looks like Suarez is hurt. His hand is hurting badly. Suarez was showing it, and looks like he's going to draw a hit by pitch. So they will see what happens. So it looks like Suarez is going to be on first. We'll see if he goes. Jacob Mizrowski is being interviewed, but here we go. See if Suarez runs for himself. So I'm trying to get schedules up, but we'll talk about NBA season as this game goes. It looks like I still have it saying be back after the break. I'm sorry about that, but 228 views, pretty good. So we're still waiting on Suarez to be okay. They're going to check him out till the next hitter comes up. We'll check on game day. It looks like James Wood's going to get to hit. First pitch to Wood is fouled back. It'll be an 0-1. Did not realize we were still doing this. Wood's going to come in for Will Smith. James Wood's going to pinch hit. He is 5th and 6th and 9th in offensive category. 6 in home runs. Excited to see what he can do. The 0-1. Here comes the pitch to Wood. That is inside. Ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. So James Wood, the guy we were waiting for all night, is going to get to hit. This is really the only thing I care about by the end of the night now. Is James Wood getting his at-bat. The big lefty facing the White Sox righty. The pitch to Wood is called strike 2. It'll be a 1-2 count. Excited to see what Wood can do here. Looking at the 1 for 3 All-Stars is what they're showing on Fox All-Star game coverage. Getting C.J. Abrams, James Wood, and Gore. So it'll be a 1-2. Smith, the pitch is outside. Ball 2. It'll be a 2-2 count. Smith in the line. The pitch to Wood is outside. Ball 3. It'll be a 3-2 count with no one out. Gore watching his teammate. He's talking to Logan Webb, I think. So it'll be a 3-2 to James Wood. Here we go. If you're a Nats fan listening, this is what you've been waiting for. Smith, a 3-2 to Wood. Swinging a chopper to the shortstop. They'll play it. They'll go to second and get the running Suarez, but Wood will get on base with a fielder's choice. So James Wood is on with 1 out after the 6-4 fielder's choice. I mean, might as well get on base. Anything to get on base by this point. So now we're going to get a new pitcher now, here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Looks like we are going to get a new pitcher, so I've been waiting to talk about this now. Have some NBA stuff up. So now, we're going to look at some NBA stuff, because I am going to be calling Wizards games this winter. 2025 preseason, October 2nd and 4th in Dubai, or Dhabi. Then Australia, you have some games, and then you have Macabo. Regular season opening night is October 21st. Then the Emirates NBA Cup 2025. And you have the NBA Cup going on. And then you have the NBA All-Stars. But a lot of games. Excited to see some basketball. I might cover some Summer League. I might find a Summer League game to cover. I do not know, though. So August 8th also is the Commanders' first game. If you didn't know. Won't be calling that. Don't really call football. It's Tuesday, July 15th. All the games for today have ended. Wednesday, you have Washington and Utah at 10 p.m. Won't be able to cover that. Don't really want to stay up that late. If they have early games, I might call them. That's what I'll do. These games aren't really scheduled. They're taking a while to do. You never know when they'll be. And when they'll be. And their standings for the NBA Summer League, which is surprising to me. I'm assuming the Wizards are 0-3. The Wizards are not. They're 1-2. Good job to the Wizards. Basketball is going to start up soon. You can follow me. District Nation, I'm going to start covering it. Not had the best season. They went 18-64. Hopefully we can call couple wins. Their best player was Jordan Poole. Surprised he still plays. I've been following other teams, but I'm going to start following the Wizards again. Here's the first pitch to Corbin Carroll, and it is low, ball one. It'll be a 1-0, but we're calling baseball right now. So Andres Munoz is going to pitch now with a runner on first and 1 out. And Corbin Carroll hitting 21 out of 27 saves for Munoz. It's the pitch. That is called strike one. It'll be a 1-1. Malcolm Brogdon's on the Wizards. That's surprising. I'm surprised he still plays. Carroll? He had a home run earlier in this game. Back in the 6th. It's the pitch to Carroll. That is called strike 2. That was outside. Challenge it, Carroll. Challenge it. He will not challenge it. And now it'll be a 1-2 count with 1 out. 227 views. Pitch to Carroll is low and outside, ball 2, or low and inside. 2-2 count. It'll be 2-2. Sorry, the mic is falling. Having some trouble with it. So Munoz, he comes set. Here comes the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line, and it will go out of play. So we'll do 2-2 again. So to be a 2-2 with 1 out. Coming set is Munoz. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball 3, and it'll be a full count with 1 out. Wood leading away from first. Wood, the big 6'7" guy over first baseman Aranda. The pitch is outside, ball 4, and Corbin Carroll draws a walk here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So now there's runners on first and second for Ellie De La Cruz, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Coming set is Munoz. Wood leading away from second, Carroll from first. The pitch is outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. On District Nation, we were talking about earlier, will expand to NBA basketball. Excited to do that. Doing that right now. Comes the 1-0. That is outside, ball 2 to De La Cruz, who looks like he could play basketball if he wanted to. So it will be a 2-0 count. We have the stream up here. 2 people in right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who's been here. 229. That's outside ball 3 from Munoz. So to be a 3-0. Thanks to everyone here. Please use the chat. Put your questions in. I'll answer them. Anything you talk about, I'm willing to talk about here during this All-Star game. So, on deck is Stowers. The pitch to De La Cruz. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line. This should be an easy catch for Quan, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So it's 2 outs, and Kyle Stowers is going to come up now with 2 outs here. Be sure to use the chat, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And we got our 4th like of the night. Let's go. Whoever it is, thank you so much. Put yourself in the chat. Put something in the chat. Say what's up. Get into the chat. Come on, man. Next pitch to Stowers just swung on and missed. It'll be an 0-1 count. We are behind. Sorry to you. But thanks for the 4th like. Whoever you are. It'll be an 0-1. Here's the pitch to Stowers. That is outside ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. Wood leading away from second, and we got subscriber number 15. Thank you. We hit our goal tonight. Subscriber number 15. Now you have to put something in the chat. Come on, man. Subscriber number 15. The pitch swung on, fouled down the left field line. Subscriber number 15. Thank you so much for subscribing. You help me out a lot. Everyone who's here, you help me out. But subscriber number 15. You're a man. Come on, you're the man. Thank you so much. Put something in the chat. Please make yourself known. So to be a 1-2. The pitch to Stowers is outside ball 2. It'll be a 2-2 count now. He got to put something in the chat. We got subscriber number 15. Good on the night. We were stuck at 13 for a while, but now we're up to 15. So we'll be a 2-2. Munoz, he comes set. Here comes the pitch to Stowers. Outside ball 3, and it'll be a full count. So we got subscriber number 15. Keeps leaving and joining, but thank you so much for joining tonight. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. We have 15 subs now. The pitch. So we're going to fly ball. This is going to go out of play, and we'll do 3-2 again. But thanks to the subscriber. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who's been here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for enjoying some baseball with me. Trusting your Tuesday night with me. Listening to baseball on District Nation. The pitch. And that is strike 3 called, but he's going to do the ABS system now. He's going to do his ABS system now on strike 3 called. We'll check the ABS system. That was low. We'll check it. It was a 3-2 count. We'll see what it was. And that was strike 3 called. It was touching. So strike 3. And that'll end the 8th inning on a called strike 3. So the National League does not get a hit, but they leave 2 as we go to the 8th. It is 6-4. NL as we go to the top of the 9th inning. They'll be going for the save. And thank you, subscriber number 16. We got 2 tonight. Our goal was 15, and we hit 16. Thank you so much to the 2 subscribers. We gained 2. I was only looking to gain 1. We gained 2. We smashed the goal. Thank you so much. You smashed that like button. You smashed the goal. So we're up to 16 now. Getting close to 20. 20 is the goal, guys. Let's hit 20. I think 20 won't be that hard. Excited now as we go to the top of the 9th. So we're going to the top of the 9th. I think it was because I started talking about NBA basketball. Is that why you subscribed? Because I started talking about calling the Wizards? I don't think anyone would get excited about the Wizards, though. 16 subscribers. Thank you so much. You guys liked and subscribed. Well, one of them subscribed. He didn't like, but who cares? We got an extra 2 subscribers tonight. Amazing. I thought I'd get 1 tonight and get to 15. But we got to 16. That's cool. Really cool. So on this count, it doesn't say this in YouTube studio, but it says here we got 227 views, so I'm always going to remember tonight when I got 227 views. Rhino was in here earlier. But we gained 2 subscribers tonight, more than we've gained on other streams in the stream. So we're up to 16. MLB Sports Roundabout helped me out, thanks to him. He sends out my stream, he helps me, he promotes my stuff, thanks to him. So now we're going to the top of the 9th inning. And we'll see who comes in to get the save here. It's going to be Robert Suarez. He's going to go for the save as we go to the top of the 9th inning. It's getting late. Let's get this save now so I can get some sleep tonight. NL trying to get their first win since 2023 in the All-Star game. It's like, has it been that long? That's what I'm thinking. We'll see what's on ESPN. Look at some basketball here because we are into some NBA. The Mystics are playing or whatever the... I think that's... I don't know. I don't really care. That's the WNBA team. Let's look at some scores here. Warriors and Grizzlies, Trailblazers and Pelicans playing. The Wizards and the 76ers played. The Wizards lost. First pitch to Garcia is way inside from Suarez, and it'll be a 1-0 count. How are we going to redirect to play-by-play with JJ? We got 3 people in now. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Let's hit one more. I don't think we're going to hit another. Here's the pitch. Garcia fouls it down the right field line off of Suarez, the closer for the Padres. He's going to come in here in the 9th. We gained 2 subscribers tonight. That's really cool. So everyone hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Keep increasing. It's really cool to see y'all. It'll be a 1-1 to Garcia. Called strike 2 right in there, and it'll be a 1-2 count. Spam the party things. Let's get a party up in here. Let's get the party emojis up. Get the party reactions up. Come on, let's do it. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line towards the corner. Looking up, and that one is foul. Garcia took it opposite field and put it down the right field line. Was basically gone, but it wasn't. So now it'll be a 1-2 count with no outs. No outs, excuse me. So now it's going to be Suarez on the mound, Garcia hitting. A 2-run lead for the NL. Suarez sets, he deals. Swinging a chopper right at the third baseman. He picks it up and fires it over to first in time. Machado, wait, that is Suarez at third now. That's Enhario Suarez, and that's a 5-3 ground out to start the top of the 9th inning. Robert Suarez is on the mound, and Enhario Suarez is the third baseman. So it's going to be the first out. So now, hitting is going to be Byron Buxton. Here's the pitch to him, and that is outside ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. Buxton 0 for 1. He hit the cycle against the Pirates on Saturday. Good for him. Here's the pitch. Swing a ground ball into right field. That'll be a base hit. So now Tatis will throw it, and Buxton's going to hustle into second, as Tatis did not get it in fast enough, and Buxton has a double. So now, runner on second with a 1 out. And AL is not going to suffer in silence. They will get a knock to keep it going here in the top of the 9th inning. So now it's going to be Bobby Witt Jr. We'll see if there's a pinch hitter for him. Yep, he is going to hit for himself. The pitch to Witt Jr. Swing and a miss, a 99-mile-an-hour sinker. It'll be an 0-1 count. So now, Suarez sets. Here comes the pitch to Witt Jr. Swinging a fly ball right off the net behind him. It'll be an 0-2. 0-2, and looks like Diaz is warming up right now for the NL. He might come in if things go wrong, even though it's the All-Star game. So it'll be an 0-2. The pitch from Suarez. Swing on, hit down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit. Tatis will chase after it. Buxton's going to hustle around third. He will score, and it's a 1-run lead for the NL as Bobby Witt Jr. has an RBI double down the right field line, taking it oppo, and it is 6-5 NL now, but the AL is slowly climbing their way back. So now the top of the lineup will come up, and it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., or they might pinch hit for him. So 2 doubles in exactly the same places, and now you have a runner on second with 1 out. So Suarez is going to be taken out, and they're going to go to Edwin Diaz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. is going to hit. Stay right here during that. We'll look at Edwin Diaz's stats real quickly. Diaz has been a closer for a while. There's never been really a save opportunity anyway for him in the All-Star game because NL can never win the All-Star game. His best save season was back in 2018 with 57. He had 34 in 2017. In 2021, he had 32. So far in 2025, he has 19. 24, he had 20. 26 back in 19. I remember in 2019, he was the one who gave up a home run to Kurt Suzuki in 2019 in a game where the Mets scored 6 in the 9th inning. And they said, "You blew it." Charlie Soto and Dave Jageler said, "You blew it." It's one of their best calls, in my opinion. So now it's going to be 1 out in the top of the 9th. We'll get going as Edwin Diaz is warming up. He wears number 39. He's 31 years old, 6'3", 165. And since I have it up, we can probably look at his record against Jazz Chisholm Jr. So we pull this up, and we can look at him. And he's faced him 4 times total. Only 1 knock for Chisholm. And it was back in 2024. It was a RBI, and he also was drawn a walk against him. He struck out against him, hitting .250 against him, 500 on-base percentage against Diaz, .250 slugging with .750 OPS against him. So those are the stats between Diaz and Chisholm Jr. All-Star Game fact, largest comeback win was 5 runs by the National League in 1955. First pitch from Diaz to Chisholm is in on the hands, and he foul tips it down the left field line. 19 out of 20 saves for Diaz with a 1.66 ERA, .87 whip over 13 Ks per 9. Chisholm swinging a blue bat at the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. It'll be an 0-2 count with a 1 out. 17 home runs for Chisholm. He was in the home run derby, only hit 3 during the derby. Pitch to Chisholm is ripped down the line, but snagged by Olsen, and he'll flip it up to Diaz, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So Witt Jr. is on third with 2 outs after that great snag by Matt Olsen here in the top of the 9th. And there's a runner on third with 2 outs. It's going to be Steven Kwan or a pinch hitter for Kwan. I don't know. Great snag by him. If you're scoring, definitely put a star on that. He slid and made a nice snag on it down the foul line. He slid and put white stuff all over his pants because of the chalk. Can't really see it, though. He's wearing white pants. So now it's 2 outs. Runner on third. And it's going to be one of the best contact guys in the game, Steven Kwan. That is high ball 1 from Diaz with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. So it'll be a 1-0, 2 outs, 6-5 game. Don't look at the scoreboard at this point. Let us make the call to pitch. That is called strike 1 right in there. 2 viewers right now. We gained a subscriber over the night. We gained 2. So it'll be a 1-1 now. The pitch from Diaz. Swing and a miss, low and inside. And AL is down to their last strike here from Truist Park with Diaz on the mound. Braves fans, Red Sox fans, Yankees fans, everyone is getting up. Those are just the uniforms I saw. The 1-2. So I'm going to fly ball foul, and it'll be 1-2 again off the 100-mile-an-hour slider. 16 subscribers tonight. Added 2 over the day. On the day, we have 223 views. Diaz set at the belt. The 1-2. Swinging another foul down the left field line, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Having a battle here in the All-Star game. So to be 1-2. So it looks like Goodman's going to come out and talk to Diaz. Just get the pitches set up. Must be hard for Hunter Goodman, who's like Rocky's catcher, to catch Edwin Diaz. Catching the worst pitchers in the league to catching the best pitchers in the league. So it'll be 2 outs still. Now, Diaz, the 1-2, inside ball 2, and it'll be a 2-2 count. In the top of the 9th. 8.4 strikeout percent for Steven Kwan. He does not strike out. It'll be a 2-2. The pitch. Swing to ground ball. Shallow. Nabbed by the third baseman. Olsen not in time. He threw it over to first. Steven Kwan just poked it into play to third base, and the game is tied. We will go to the bottom of the 9th. What a hit by Kwan, even though it wasn't. Just poked it into play. So now there's 2 outs and 1 runner on. Hopefully we don't go to extra innings. I don't know if an All-Star game has ever gone to extra innings. Hopefully we don't. Kwan really dug it out and wanted to make this All-Star game tied. Next inning coming up will be the top of the order with Schwarber, Tatis, and Donovan. Next pitch to Arozarena is right in there. Called strike 1. It'll be an 0-1. And Steven Kwan steals second. No one noticed him stealing, and that's going to be a stolen base. 0 for 2 Arozarena. Here's the pitch to him. That is a called strike 2, and it'll be an 0-2 count. Wonder if these do go to extra innings. Pitch to Arozarena is outside ball 1. So in the All-Star game, a home run derby will end the game. That's interesting. That's a new way to do it. And they're going to do the ABS challenge, and that is going to be called strike 3, I think. Have a call overturned, and it's going to be a strikeout looking. So that's a third out of the inning, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 9th inning now. Edwin Diaz gets out of it, but he gives up a run. So it is now tied at 6. It's a 6-6 game going into the bottom of the 9th inning. And hopefully we get the home run derby. I want to see this. As we go to the bottom of the 9th inning, we'll get going. They get 2 runs at the top of the 9th inning on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left on. So now we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. They are tied at 6 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the ninth inning from Truist Park. And now, the one feared guy for the Boston Red Sox who you do not want to see in a tie game and who's probably going to send this to a home run derby is Aroldis Chapman. Chapman's going to face Schwarber, Tatis, and Donovan. If he gets lucky, he might face Wood. If he faces 6 hitters, he could face James Wood, which probably won't happen. Here's the first pitch to Schwarber. Swung on and missed, and it'll be an 0-1 count. Schwarber's 0 for 1. He has a walk. He has 30 home runs right now. A leader in home runs, 69 RBIs. Trutman sets. Here comes the 0-1. Blown outside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. I think the mic is working, yeah. Yeah, I thought the mic was not working for a second. Added 2 subscribers tonight. Here's the pitch from Chapman. Swinging a curveball hit down the line foul, so it'll be a 1-2 count. In an All-Star game, in fact, there's been 9 walk-off wins. It's interesting. Here's the pitch from Chapman. Swinging a line drive right at the third baseman, and he'll make an easy catch. Garcia over there. Michael Garcia grabs a line drive catch, and that's the first out of the bottom of the ninth inning. It's an all-star broadcast, District Nation bringing it, as it's going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit now. First pitch from Chapman to Tatis is right in there, called strike 1, and it'll be an 0-1 count. So I want this game to go to extras so we can get the home run derby in. Here's the 0-1 to Tatis. That is called strike 2 right in there, and it'll be an 0-2 count. In case you're wondering, Pete Alonso is taking swings in the cage. So I think they're expecting the home run derby. Here's the 0-2 to Tatis. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Chapman. So there is 1 out away from this game turning from a game into a home run derby, and the one decider is going to be Brendan Donovan. And Matt Olson behind Donovan. So they'd probably send up Alonso as the home run derby contestant, and I wouldn't be opposed to seeing James Wood hit. So now it's going to be Donovan. First pitch to him is low and inside, ball 1. It'll be a 1-0 count. So there's going to be an ABS challenge here that the catcher called, and he got it right. So it'll be overturned to a strike. So it'll be an 0-1 count. 2 challenges left for the AL. They've been successful with their challenges. Chapman sets. Here comes the 0-1 to Donovan. Swinging a line drive down the left field line. Foul, and it'll be an 0-2 count. So now it'll be an 0-2 with 2 outs. Chapman, the big lefty, sets. I think he's the most intimidating pitcher in the league. He delivers. Swinging a fly ball foul again. So it'll be 0-2 again. And in case you're wondering again, Brent Rooker is warming up to hit for the AL. Home Run Derby Part 2. Give Wood another shot. Next pitch from Chapman is a ball. Didn't know where it was because he showed the Rooker cam. Or it could be a strike. I don't know. Well, there's 2 strikes. As Chapman's going to come set. Here comes the pitch. High. Ball 1 or 2. It's going to be a 1-2 count now. 11 pitches for Chapman. Olson's on deck. He's 0 for 1. Donovan's 2 for 2 on the day. This has been a hitter's day. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul, and it's going to be foul again. We'll do 1-2. So it's going to be 1-2 again. Here's the pitch to Donovan. High, ball 2. And in case you're wondering, I went back to the poll that I ran a couple days ago. Who would the Nationals pick? And no one got it right because I didn't even put Willits on the list. The 2-2. Swinging a check swing. It's going to be fair. Donovan didn't stared at it on the check swing and just kind of checked it. It went 1 foot maybe. They might challenge. I don't know what's going to happen here, but it was a check swing and the umpire Isoga dramatically watched it. Yeah. He touched it in fair territory. I think he touched it in fair territory. So now Donovan is defeated on the 2 unassisted and looks like we're going to get the home run derby. I think we're going to go to the home run derby now. The players are buzzing. I think I'm going to have to listen to this, but I think we're going to a home run derby now. Brent Rooker, he just got tapped by the manager. I think they're saying 3. So we're going to get the home run derby right here. In a 6-6 game, we're going to close the scorebook. Yep, here are the official rules by the All-Star Game. 3 players from each team, 3 swings from each player. Teams alternate. Teams with the most home runs win the 2025 MLB All-Star Game. So we'll get going with that in just a second. So they're getting ready. They're still showing the rules, but I believe this is going to happen. Teams alternate, so I'm assuming they're going to go player by player. Some baseball officials out. He's going to talk. Both managers are out. Let's see who the hitters are as they decide. So everyone's probably calling this right now. Excited to see how this ends. And I'll see how it looks like on MLB. See how they're showing it. I wonder what they're going to do. Just add a run? Tiebreaker. Here we go. I wonder how they're going to do this. I don't know who's picking, but they're laughing. So I don't know who it's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be someone stupid, though. Someone like Mackenzie Gore. He just picked something. So Rooker's coming over for the AL. Rooker's going to come over for them. I see him so far. He's in. So Rooker gets his 3 swings. Let's see how he does here. I wonder who's throwing. I think it's your coach. I believe it's your coach. But then the Yankees manager is walking away, so we're going to get some ads here, and then we'll go to the tiebreakers. We know the rules. 3 swings, most home runs, 3 players, so you get 9 swings total. Whoever gets it wins. So for now, we're going to go over and check at some other scores. For a different sport, we're going to check over some NBA Summer League scores. 43-43 at halftime between the Warriors and Grizzlies. Trailblazers beating the Pelicans 43-34. The Timberwolves beat the Pistons 89-73. The Knicks beat the Nets 97-93. 92-75. The Thunder beat the Magic. The Raptors beat the Nuggets 101-97. And the 76ers beat the Washington Old Wizards 74-58. The Wizards are 1-2. So that's your NBA scores. And now they're getting ready to do the home run derby. Now, I was looking back at my post. 3 people voted that the Nationals would take Cade, and 1 person voted Liam Doyle. 1 person voted Liam Doyle. I'm wondering who that was. But who knows? I think it was my friends. I think my friends voted. So now we're going to the tiebreaker. We've gained 2 subscribers tonight. Let's check our view. Through 9 innings, we gained 219 views. That's through 9 innings. Now we have the tiebreaker. The next broadcast will be this Friday. The Padres-Nationals game. That won't have a tie-breaking home run. I wish it did. if you really want to speed up, games instead of this whole second baseman thing, do the home run derby. More people watch that than the actual game. I think Bananas are going to end up incorporating that if there's a tie game instead of that hit off. The home run derby would be better. I wonder if anyone streamed a Bananas game. That'd be cool to stream. But they're on YouTube, so. I think this has been the longest stream so far. Because my two other ones were 2 hours 53 and 2 hours 35. Yeah, this one's 3 hours and 43. We're pushing 4 hours on this one. Got started really early. So the tiebreakers get us started in about 15 seconds when my ads finish. Yeah, this game crushed the other two broadcasts out of the water. 72 views on the Brewers game, 60 on the Cardinals games. So Rooker, he had a 3-run home run, so he's getting sent up for the home run derby. Let's see how he does. Wonder how many he hits. He competed in the home run derby, so this isn't new to him. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. First home run in All-Star game by an Athletic since 1998. That's happening. This is going to be cool. So, I'm rooting for NL here, but I don't think there's enough power hitters to do that. So, let's see. It's going to be Rooker, and then Stowers, then Arozarena, then Schwarber, and then Aranda and Alonso. So, here's Rooker's first swing. First swing for Rooker. He's going to take first one. Smart of him. First real swing for Rooker. Swing and a fly ball. And that one is not going to get out. That's straight up. And he's not going to get a swing. He's not going to get a home run. Wood's watching from the dugout. So he's going to take another one. Here's the actual second swing. Swing and a drive. Deep left center field. Way back. And watch it fly, Brent Rooker. You have a home run. Brent Rooker got the AL home run. Now it's AL not one, NL coming up. Next swing for Rooker. He's going to take. So he's looking like he's going take, swing, take, swing. For Rooker, the swing. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. 2 home runs for Brent Rooker. He's got 2, and AL has 2 on the board. AL is going to celebrate that one. His first time having a swing off in a while. I've never seen this. So now it's going to be Stowers, who's not even that much of a power hitter, to be honest. But Rooker has a great swing. And by this point, for me, it's just practice on the old home run call. So it's going to be Kyle Stowers of the Marlins now to swing. Ken Rosenthal's going to interview him. Stowers a big guy, but he's from Miami. So they should have sent up James Wood. James Wood could have done it. Yeah, Kyle Stowers, 293, 19 home runs. Send up the guy who has 24 home runs. Schwarber's going to be next for NL, and then Alonso is going to finish it off. But then Arozarena for the AL. So Stowers going to hit. He's going to get to watch one, and let's see who throws to him. It might be just the same AL coach. So it's going to Ebel, a Dodgers coach. Stowers steps in the pitch. He's going to take 2 in a row now. Now here comes the real first pitch. He's going to take another. Take as many as you need. Because we need 3 home runs. Take the lead. First pitch. He's going to take again, so it's 4 taken. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Shallow deep right center field. This one may go. No, it does not. About 4 or 5 feet short of the track. So here's swing 2. He's going to take again. Here we go. Here's the next one. He's going to take again. 2 in a row taken. Not 2 good pitches. That's the pitch. Swing and a drive. Deep right center field. And that one's going to get over the right center wall. First home run for the NL. He gets one more swing, and he has 1 to tie it. He looks eager, but he's also waiting. Wait for your pitch. Drive it. Next pitch. Swing and a fly ball. That's not going to do it. That one's going to fly into the air. Not going to do it. So after the first round, it's 2-1. But Stowers got a hold of one. Made it 2-1. NL was all happy about that, except James Wood is kind of standing, arms crossed in the dugout, just kind of watching, not really cheering that much. Interesting for him. So now it's going to be Randy Arozarena, wearing 56 for Seattle. He hit in the home run derby last year, or the year before. Forget which one it was. He has 17 home runs, in case you're wondering. We are now 3 hours and 47 minutes on stream time. Arozarena's ready to go. I'm thinking he might swing at the first one. He might be that type of guy to swing at the first. Okay, so he's digging in. They're going to throw him a practice one. Still digging in. Now he looks like he's ready to go. He's probably going to take this one. He'll take it. He's nodding his head. Looks like he's ready to go, taking a practice swing. He'll take another one. Fourth one taken. Here we go. First one. Taking another one. That's 5 taken. If you're here, just add some party. And a swing, and he lines it down the line. Not what he needed. Put some parties in the chat. Put some of those birthday ones in the chat. Swing and a drive. Deep left center field. Way back. Watch it fly. Randy Arozarena. You have a home run. So that's 3 home runs. And here's Arozarena's next one. He'll take. Here comes one now. He'll take another one. So that's 2 takes. Here comes the next one. Swinging a fly ball. Pretty well hit. Deep center field. Going back. And it's on the track. Does not get out. So it'll be 3-1 now with Kyle Schwarber coming up now. So he gets 1 home run. Arozarena got a hold of one and pulled it. But then he went dead center on his last one and it didn't get out. So now it's going to be Kyle Schwarber for the NL. The swing-off's a really good way to resolve this. And I'm liking practicing the home run call. So it's going to be Kyle Schwarber from the left side. He'll get interviewed real quickly and then go up there. In case you're wondering, 231 views. $233 now. Pretty good. Gained a couple subscribers. So it's going to be Schwarber now. And I think if someone hits 3, it might be Schwarber. Schwarber has that type of light tower power and consistent light tower power. Schwarber ready to go. He'll take a pitch first. Take one. It's E-Bill throwing BP. Dodgers coach. He'll throw in another one. So it's 2. So E-Bill will throw the next one to Schwarber. Swing and a drive. Deep right center field. Going back. And it gets over the wall on his first one. 3-2. NL down by 1. Next one to Schwarber. He'll take one. Here's the next one to Schwarber. Swing and a drive. Deep right center field. Way back. Way back. Watch it fly. Kyle Schwarber into the right center stands. Hits that one deep, and this one is tied. He has 2 out of his 2 swings. Gone. He'll take another one. Here's the one to Schwarber. He'll take another one. He wanted that one. I'm not going to say it again, but just remember what I said about a minute ago. Here's the pitch to Schwarber. Swing and a drive! Deep right field! Way back! He has done it! 3 out of 3 home runs on his 3 swings! He hits 3 home runs, and NL takes the lead! I said it about a minute ago. If one person would hit all 3 home runs, it would be the former National who did hit all the home runs, Kyle Schwarber. With 3 home runs, he puts NL on the board with their last 2 hitters coming up. 1 for each team. 4-3 NL. Corbin Carroll got really excited. He was jumping up and down. Schwarber was loving it too. Just had a nice smile on his face after all 3. So that is 3 home runs to center field, then to right center field, and then one He progressively went more to the right. Even Dave Roberts got excited. He could win this one. 237 views. Pretty good. Schwarber is getting a bunch of high fives, a bunch of handshakes. He's done. They needed him. So it's going to be Aranda to do the last one. Jonathan Aranda, 11 home runs this season so far. It's his career high. All right, Aranda is going to stand in from the left side. Alonso will follow. I don't think anyone's going to pull off what Schwarber just did, though. No one's going to pull that off. Here he is on swing one. He's going to be the last AL hitter. Here we go. He has an open stance. He'll take a couple. Here we go. First one to Aranda. He'll take again. 3 takes in a row. Looking good. 239 with this swing off. May have brought a couple people in. First pitch. Swing a drive. Deep right center field. And it does not get out. It does not get out. He needs to hit his next 2 to win. He needs to hit the next 2 to take a 1-run lead. He'll take one. So now, here's the pitch. Swing a drive. Deep right field, and that one will hit the top of the wall. It doesn't get out. And now, either the NL or the AL are going to tie or win. So if Aranda doesn't hit it here, then the NL wins. But if they do, they need Alonso to hit 1 home run. It's the pitch to Aranda. Here we go. Here's it is. He'll take another one. He'll take 2. If he weren't hit it here, he'd be the only one without a home run. Here it is. He'll take another one. Here we go. Swinging a fly ball. That won't do it. Aranda will not hit it out. It's going to go to shallow center field. And the NL is going to win their first All-Star game since 2023. The NL will win the swing-off 4-3. Fireworks will go up. Aranda will still get his high fives, but Schwarber will get all the love, get all the high fives. He has won the swing-off 4-3, and NL wins it. Technically, they win it 7-6, but that is a home run derby win for Kyle Schwarber, hitting 3 home runs. He competed back in 2018. Aranda hit one off the top of the wall. They're all happy for him, but the NL wins the 2025 All-Star game. What a way to end it. Having a good offensive day for both teams. A great day, honestly, for both of them. But in the end of it, they end it with a swing-off, which is probably the best way I've ever seen a derby ever end. So that'll be the end of stream today. We are going to end it here. But since they technically won, I feel like I can put this up now. Not that. That. I've been waiting to put this up. I've been waiting for this. So that's not the final 6-6, but good game. Good game to both teams. We gained 2 subscribers tonight. We'll look at the final stats real quickly. 240 viewers over the entire night as we end stream, but that's your Nats win sign. Thank you so much for coming into stream tonight. Rhino for using the chat. We got 2 subscribers tonight. I got to show my Nats win. I even got to show the new countdown. So, thanks to everyone who tuned in tonight. We're going to end it now. Good All-Star game. Our next stream will be this Friday between the Nationals and the Padres. Tune in at 6:30 for a 6:45 start, I believe. I'm going to check that. I believe it's a 6:45 start. 6:45, so I'll be on at 6:30 to do a pregame show. And I'll be back then. Then we'll do some Cardinals games after that, or a Reds game. And the end of it, the NL beats the AL 6-6. They win the home run derby 4-3. That's how they get to win. Thank you so much for watching District Nation. I'm going to end stream. We'll be back on Friday or Talk Nats at some point. District Nation Talk, we'll do that at some point. But for now, we're streaming on Friday. So thank you so much for watching.